Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact. We're here post Act 5. I actually didn't press record for like the first 2 minutes, but all we really did was like jump over here. That's it. But it's fine. We're heading up towards this area up here, which is to get this waypoint, which is actually, look at this, with the sun coming through the rocks here. And I'm actually like a bit nervous about this because we are, by all accounts, this is the team I was using for the Act 5. We could definitely choose a different team because I like using different teams every time. Actually, I might use Princess Retinue. Pleasant Shock we haven't used in a while. We could use Pleasant Shock. Honestly? Yeah. Yeah, I'm go. And then we could, yeah, we could do Anxiety -2 as well. The reason I wanted to do Princess Retinue is because we can replace the character. I guess we could replace characters too and put, like, say we could have Citlali on the team. And it still works out really, really well. Yeah, we'll do Princess Retinue, right? Yeah. Because I like having, when we're going around Natlan, I like having Natlan characters, right? I like having them on our teams. It just makes sense to me. So yeah, we'll use Princess Retinue for today. Well, yeah, it's the final 2 episodes of the catch-up series, and then we are heading towards doing... We'll have a banner video this Saturday, and then Honkai Star Rail is going to be on this Sunday as well, so... a lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff happening. But I'm excited to do this. Especially with the Nightwind stuff, you know? Interesting, we are starting off a story quest with the statue of the 7. Wait, what?
Something's hiding behind that statue!
It's a Saurian, right? What the hell? Oh, you're adorable. You are adorable.
Baby Atomisaur! So cute! Although, why is it staring at us?
It is adorable. Oh. Wait, is this more sinister than we thought it was gonna be?
Traveler!
Wait, what? What is happening? Excuse me? What is this place? What? What is happening? Who are you? Yeah, who are you? The sound they're making as well. Do we follow? What is happening with this tribal quest already?
How long was Paimon out?
Paimon, I don't even know what just happened.
Paimon locked eyes with that baby Atomisaur for like a second, and then she was suddenly pulled into this
So you got it too?
place with a huge Atomisaur.
Yeah, same here.
Any idea what happened?
Not a clue. Not a little ounce of a clue.
Traveler? Hey, what's wrong?
We're being summoned? What are you talking about? We're being summoned.
Look, it's that baby Atomisaur. Seems like it wants us to follow it.
Sure.
Paimon's adventurous side says we have to see where this leads.
I'm in, let's go. Oh my god, look at it. Look at how pretty this is. We can activate this as well. Oh, they're saying somehow, yeah, that happened while I was fighting alongside the Pyro Archon. Yeah, Paimon was super scared, but it turns out you were strong for that. Either way, it's great to, we managed to get rid of all those Abyss monsters and restore the statues. Yeah, so now we have our Pyro. Oh my god, look at that. Man, this is going to be cool, isn't it? This is going to be super, super cool. Have we unlocked everywhere in the map for this place, or is there still some more left? I think we unlocked everywhere, right? From what I can see. Yeah. Wait, over here might be a thing. I mean unlock in terms of like, unlock the, I don't think we can do anything. I don't think we have enough to worship the statue yet. Oh, actually very close. Let's go. This is such a pretty place. It's absolutely gorgeous. And like fits the vibe of like Citlali very much so. I don't think the new banner is here yet. Yeah. Not yet. It's going to be, it doesn't have, it's 2 hours and 28 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think the new banner is here. Yeah, I'm going to do a full video on it as well. Thank God it wasn't there, because that would have ruined the video. I don't know what I was thinking. Me, I'm going to do a video on the banner. I'm going to do a video on the banner very soon. What if I ruin it just by looking at the banner in this video? But again, I can put it in that video as well. It's not a big deal. Coming home. Citlali time. I adore Citlali a lot.
Whoa,
I adore the
check it
pieces.
out. The graffiti on the wall is glowing.
Yeah, it's like glow in the dark almost. It's so pretty.
Masters of the Night Wind. And by the looks of it, masters of nightlife too.
Yeah. Very interesting way to put it. So we're heading over here. It's such a gorgeous place. But it does just give me such like Citlali vibes. It does. Is there something up there as well? The yeah, it's all the way up there. How are we gonna get that? Impossible. I mean, we could use one of these Saurians here as well.
I'm tired already.
Oh, I know. It's not your fault. Things are tiresome. Things take a while to do. And it's never your fault, Citlali. The music here is gorgeous. We got that as well, which is nice. Yeah, the music here is stunning. We're not gonna fly across the bridge, let's walk across the bridge. Look at this. So freaking cool. So pretty. Like, again, the kind of like purples and kind of like darker, not darker purples and kind of pinks and blues. It goes so well together. So pretty. Ha. And this is gonna be Citlali's story quest, right? So maybe we should.
I wonder if we're allowed in here. Oh, the door opened all by itself. Taking that as a yes?
Actually, no. I was gonna say we should change from Citlali. No, I kind of want to keep Citlali because then we'll get a fully level Citlali anyway. So like, it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, we'll keep Citlali on the team.
The Tommysaur from earlier.
Oh my
It's
god,
right here.
he looks so official. The one who summoned us.
Then let's go introduce ourselves.
They legit look so. Look at the girl playing with the little ones as well. I'm so interested to see what's happening here. The music here is stunning. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is so pretty.
Hello there.
Yeah, what's happening? They look like they own this place. That they own this whole tribe.
Okay. Probably
Okay.
doesn't understand what we're saying. Doesn't look like any cogs are turning in there.
Paimon's voice actor. Stunning.
Whoops. Sorry. No offense intended.
You there! You dare disrespect our elder?
I don't think that's what Paimon was doing. I guess saying there's no gears turning in there, but I can think Paimon just saw it as an animal as well. Like, yeah, I guess that could be. Yeah, I understand. I understand how that can be seen as rude. But I guess it's an elder then.
Oh, you mean... Oh, I see. Sorry, my mistake.
Oh, he's not even talking about that.
Apparently you are here by invitation.
Wait, so he's able to
In
just
which
talk to
case,
this?
It's my job to make you feel
Now,
welcome.
I know that they can speak to, like, that is possible, right? That is a possibility. You can speak to these, or at least, like, understand some of what they're saying.
Some introductions are in order. I am Kaholam, one of the priests of our tribe. And this is our Iktomisor elder, the great Tlapokpok Tato.
Oh, the wave.
A living totem among the masters of
Wow.
the Night Wind.
Like I said, they look so official. They look so cool.
Whoa. That's quite a tongue twister.
Yeah, don't expect me to repeat it. Don't expect me to repeat it at all.
In truth, we usually go with Elder Tlapo for
Tlapo,
short.
perfect.
You're welcome to do the same.
We were invited here in a very unusual way.
I assume you're referring to our elder's special ability.
Special ability?
Elder Tlapo has been alive for many centuries and harbors secrets that even we priests are at a loss to explain. So your reaction is entirely natural. But one thing I can say for sure is that Elder Tlapo has appointed the two of you to an extremely important task. For this reason, I would like to ask you to
What?
undergo a test.
What test?
What sort of task?
Yeah.
And what?
If it's
Sorry,
all right with
Paimon,
you,
I'm so sorry.
I'll take you to see our chief. He's in a much better position to answer your questions.
Isn't this the big guy, the freaking giant?
Okay, sure.
Very
I
well.
thought we're just going
Then
along with
please
this.
follow me.
This is so interesting. So, like, again, they have these, this Saurian that they have with us here is Tlapo. It says like a living totem, like this elder that they all, I guess, like, I was gonna say worship, but it's more like an appreciation, right?
You can use this scroll to go directly to the obsidian altar, where the chief is.
I'm super excited for this, especially seeing a giant.
Don't worry, it's just one of the many mystical abilities of our tribe.
Sure. We'll do it. I love that what's pushing us forward in this story quest, this tribal quest, is legitimately just the fact that Paimon's like, yeah, I want to see what happens next. It's like same. Definitely same. Let's go. Oh, we warped. What? The locations in this game. Look at this. Look at the colors, the bright, like, freaking neon. What are they doing? Like, they're like fanning the flames of some kind, or maybe a ritual of some kind? The music is really cool.
Whoa, what was that just now?
One of the routine duties of a priest. We attempt to contact the spirits of our ancestors to seek epiphanies and revelations.
Okay.
The chief is just over there. Please wait here while I have a word with him. I'll just be a moment.
Oh my god, I can't wait to talk to this guy. He was legitimately gigantic when we talked to him.
The Masters of the Nightwind are definitely living up to their reputation as the mysterious ones.
True, and this track is incredible as well. It really adds to the kind of mystique of this tribe too.
All right, I've told the chief why we're here, and now you may speak with him. Right this way.
Thank you.
So, you two are the appointed ones.
The size of him is
Chief
gigantic.
Biram. Welcome, and thank you for your patience.
So tall.
Yeah, we saw him during the ceremony from before.
Unusually so. Yes, I am aware, but I assure you, it's no cause for alarm.
Oh, no, of course not. Sorry, Paimon just reacted without thinking.
What's this about being appointed? Yeah, honestly, that's one of my favorite things about Paimon. Like, and honestly, like, I understand that like it can be very abrasive to some people, the idea that Paimon just says what she's thinking. But I think, you know, it's probably a natural reaction to seeing a giant for the first time is like, oh my god, what's this about us being appointed?
Ah, yes. Kaholam told me about that. As outsiders to our tribe, this is probably the first you've heard of such appointments. I'm sure the whole thing seems very confusing.
Yeah.
Throughout our history, only members of the Masters of the Nightwind have been appointed to undertake these tasks. This is the first time an outsider has ever been chosen.
Oh wow. So again, like a big deal of us, like almost like they're adopting us into the Natlan culture constantly, right? And it's very cool that they are.
Really?
Allow me to explain. Our tribe has an old tradition of recording history in the form of woven scrolls. And not just our own history. We record the legends and heroic feats of all other tribes as well.
Okay.
It is a tradition we
Look
have
at that.
observed for many centuries.
Gorgeous.
We treat it as a solemn duty.
Right, there's a lot, well, Natlan is a big emphasis on duty in general, right?
However, when a major event occurs that affects all of Natlan, we record it on a different kind of scroll, used for this exact purpose. And these scrolls can only be woven by someone of the Iktomisor Elders' choosing.
And he chose us?
When the Iktomisor Elder senses a major change in the ley lines, it will issue a formal declaration to appoint a creator for this scroll.
Whoa, so you mean...
It was us.
Elder Tlapo sensed a ley line change quite some time ago, but had not yet designated the scroll weavers until you arrived.
So interesting.
Okay, but just so you're aware, we don't know the first thing about weaving scrolls.
Yeah, I suppose Paimon's like, just so you're aware, I'm not good at this job.
As a matter of fact, that does not surprise me at all.
Okay.
How come?
In the 200 years that Elder Tlapo has held this position, none of the appointed ones have ever been experienced scroll weavers.
Well, why would that be?
Does that mean 200 years of major historical events have gone unrecorded?
No. They all submitted scrolls in time, Yet each of them claimed it was not
What?
their own work, but a gift from the spirits.
Okay. Now again, I know the spirits of Nalan are very strong, and like we probably would be visited by spirits, but I'm wondering in what context this is going to be.
Man, this tribe gets more mysterious
It is very,
by the
yeah,
second.
it is very mysterious. So I'm wondering, like, when are we gonna get? At what point are we gonna get visited by these spirits?
Yes, well, that is the part that troubles me. The notion that we have to rely on esoteric things like gifts from the spirits to record historical events of such great importance. It is unsettling.
So, what he's saying is that like it's like, yeah, it's great to have tradition and all this stuff, and it's great that Slapple is picking all these people, but like if all of a sudden like this gift from the spirits didn't happen, the historical events are going on recorded, right? And that makes perfect sense what he's saying.
Huh. That's pretty surprising to hear, coming from the chief of this tribe.
I can imagine. You probably see the Masters of the Night Wind as a people shrouded in mystery, who pride ourselves on our arcane practices. But I am something of an exception. I may be the chief, but when it comes to our traditions, I'm in fact a proponent of change and reform.
Okay, so he's like looking towards the future, how things they can adapt into like, I guess, the future.
I have dedicated my energies to deciphering the many mysteries of our tribe. In doing so, I hope to establish clearer rules that will help sustain our traditions in the future.
I wonder if by clear rules is he talking about the idea of like if more people can understand it and like we can like if it's more accessible in a lot of ways to like a lot of people, then like more people will be more inclined to carry on those traditions and keep those traditions going. And I know it's not the same thing at all, but like, you know, the way like when there was like a mass exodus like from like the church in a lot of countries, it's not the same thing at all because like I think that I really like the Masters of Nightwind and stuff, but I feel like that it's kind of like how the church is still following a lot of its rules, but became like so lenient in its power and things like this because they wanted more people to feel like more inclined to like do so. But obviously this is probably different because instead in this case he just wants to like make sure people understand it more, maybe.
Wow, that sounds great! So have you figured out the mystery of the gift from the spirits?
Yeah, to make like it's just saying if he's figuring out these mysteries and understand these mysteries, then maybe more people will be more inclined to keep this tradition. I don't know, maybe I'm getting that wrong. Maybe it's just like he wants to make it so that it's easier to if you understand all these spirits and these different gifts more, then it's easier to understand how to move forward like more strategically, I guess, when it comes to the traditions. I don't know.
Sadly not. It is something I've been investigating for a long time, but I have yet to uncover what this gift truly refers to.
The gift. And like again, the more you understand about anything, the more you're able to help and plan, right?
Only a small handful of events over the years have been recorded on these special scrolls, with decades between each one. And by the time the next scroll weaver is appointed, my time as chief will be long gone. I will not be in a position to investigate as thoroughly.
So...
Do you want us to investigate?
While I haven't gotten to the bottom of the matter, I have made some progress. But the only way I can develop my theories further is with the cooperation of the appointed ones.
And that's why you want to put us through the test. I'm so for it. I'm so for learning more about this culture and these mysteries and these gifts. I'm so for it.
Precisely. It's nothing to be worried about. Simply a means of validating my current hypothesis.
Okay.
It shouldn't take you long, nor will it put you in any danger.
It's fine. What does it involve exactly?
I can explain everything in detail when we get to the site of the test.
Oh.
But first, please wait a moment while I change out of the soul-shielding cloak. This garb is one of our important cultural relics, handed down by generations of chiefs. It is only to be worn when conducting certain ceremonies.
It's really pretty. Super pretty.
Oh.
Again, a lot about tradition, a lot about keeping tradition. So it's showing that he like cares about tradition, but he's trying to modernize it and kind of like keep people up to date on it, I suppose. If that makes sense. Which I can definitely appreciate. I think we can all appreciate that idea.
Please, follow me.
Man, he looks even taller without the jacket, right? No, I love that idea. And I love that the game is showing us, like, even when he's like, I only wear this at certain times, it shows that he does still care about even the little aspects of tradition. It's not like he's just trying to get rid of tradition, he's trying to understand it more, to keep it alive.
Do you see this scroll? If you touch it, you will enter a hidden space.
He's almost as tall as Xiao.
Today's test is, quite simply, to find a way to escape that
What?
space.
That's it?
I'm excited, but also worried?
I assure you, it's not as easy as it sounds. If you cannot find your own way out, I will of course intervene to bring you back here.
Sure.
But then, we will be no closer to solving this mystery.
We'll give it a try.
Good. Simply touch the scroll to begin the test.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Testing grounds. I'm excited to see this. Again, like, getting ingrained in Natlan's culture and learning more about it is, oh my god, look at that. Stunning. Look at all these, like, different, like, I don't know what you call them, but they're like the little tapestries, the stuff they're weaving.
Did get teleported.
But where's the way out?
It seems like this place is completely sealed off. Doesn't look like there's an exit anywhere.
I love Paimon's voice actor.
Let's take a look around and see what we can find.
Sure, and like honestly, like I have no problem looking at all this pretty stuff. It's gorgeous. Like, look at this space. Natlan is just such an S tier gorgeous area. It really is. So we can check here. The scroll has purposely been hung in the very middle of the ceiling. Whatever it means, it must be significant. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. Let's check out this. There's some sort of machine here, probably used for weaving. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was looking for the word weaving. Weaving. I love... Look at these, like, spirits as well. But they keep disappearing when we get too close, I think. We're Pyro Archon now, by the way. Not Pyro Archon, Pyro, Vision. Look at all this stuff, man. Very cool stuff. I do like that they've basically adopted us into Natlan. They have. It's so interesting the way they've done this. And I can't wait to meet Citlali during this too. A large pile of woven scrolls. A thick layer of dust indicates that they've been here a long time.
There are so many woven scrolls here. Paimon remembers seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events.
Interesting. Oh yeah, because we saw... Is that the dragon? That burned the city, right? Look at that image there. And then is that the sage and the dragon? Again, the sage and the Archon, I should say.
This one really stands out from the rest. For starters, it's the biggest of them all. Wonder what story it tells.
The color is very distinctive and it's like very bright and like... I don't know, like shiny?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Over there, something just
I noticed that too.
Traveler, did you catch that?
Maybe that's how we get out? Worth a try, right? But seeing the things we couldn't see before.
Oh, right. Paimon's with you.
I love it, like we're just like so up for a challenge and so up for... Oh! Economy Source tries people capable of spirit seeking the ability to activate a unique form element of sight, which makes them keenly aware of things that are not otherwise easily detected. Perfect. Do we have one around here? Or are we just gonna... Oh, here we are. Yeah, we did this during the... Archon Quest as well. So the element of sight that they use is different than the element of sight we use. Whoa.
There is something hiding here. Yep, this looks like our ticket out of this place.
I love Paimon's voice. They've gotten better and better with time. They really have. And they were already fantastic too. Is that something there? It seems like it, right? Maybe there's multiple? Maybe? Oh. Oh, we have to create the object? Here? What? From the wall? Very cool. So we used the powers of the... I'm not sure how it worked entirely with that thing on the wall,
We finally made it
but
out.
we used the powers of the Saurian to get out of there.
It is just as I thought. You are indeed capable of
So cool.
undertaking this mission.
They disprove your theory?
Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sure did.
This specific kind of scroll was left to us by our ancestors. Upon investigation, I discovered what sets it apart is the use of a color not featured in ordinary scrolls.
Right.
It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ special techniques to confirm its existence. Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. And that is why I wanted to test you.
So we were born... Is that... Let me just see this now. It's... So the scroll that was hanging up in front of us, so the colors that we were seeing there only can be seen by certain people?
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls.
Okay.
Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Citlali put in place a security measure so that anyone who entered the room without permission will become trapped inside.
Wait. Could we have been trapped
It
inside?
exists to this day. And although I have not managed to decipher how it works, I have at least found out how to turn it on and off. Once someone is trapped inside, it is all but impossible for them to escape without outside help, unless they share the great shaman's ability to perceive that strange color.
So could we have been trapped in there? Or is he just saying... Maybe? Or maybe he would have gotten us out of there? I think I know what you mean. I did see a certain color in there.
Clearly, you must have this ability, which leads me to believe that our Ictomisaur Elder can sense this ability in people, and that it appoints a scroll weaver on this basis.
Another secret power? Traveler, you are full of mystery.
The smile look.
Still, having this ability doesn't change the fact that neither of us know where to start with weaving a scroll.
Yeah, Paimon saying all the real statements here.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving this kind of scroll appears to be largely the same as for an ordinary scroll. The main difference is in the dye that gives it its unique color. If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll, and your special ability is the key to obtaining it. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself, I can assist with the application.
So we have to find the dye?
Cool, we'll follow your lead.
I love we're so willing to do this.
Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, I will have someone prepare some fabric for test dyeing. We'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if that goes well, we can begin the scroll in earnest. If you agree to help, you can expect to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over. So, what are your thoughts?
I think I think with the ability to help comes the responsibility to do so. That's such a lovely thing, and that represents his entire story in this freaking game, guys. We can help, so we do help.
Agreed, especially if there's a reward in it.
True.
What is the reward, by the way? Is it food? Paimon hopes it's food.
Give Paimon some food.
Given the stakes involved for our tribe, I was thinking a substantial sum
Paimon.
of mora would be appropriate.
Paimon.
Surely that would be preferable to just a free meal.
What do you think, Paimon?
More works too. Anyway, how do we go about finding
That
these
thumbs up.
ingredients? Are we supposed to just keep walking around Natlan until we stumble across them?
I love that Paimon is basically our manager. She's so good at asking these questions. She's the person that calls up the talk show beforehand to make sure that everything's right, you know?
Thankfully not. I've already identified a location where I suspect they may be found. And I've arranged for someone to guide you there. Your guide is waiting just outside. You can set off at your leisure.
Okay. Oh, Act 1's complete. Very cool. Okay, so we go into Act 2. Very, very interesting stuff. So there is like this like color that only we can see that we would have been trapped in here, I guess, if we didn't see that color. But I guess he like trusted us quite a bit with that. And now we have to go try and we have to find the specific dye that helps us weave this scroll. And we're also trying to like prove his theory and help him out with this stuff too. And look at him. Look at him just standing there. I think this is really cool. I think this is really, really cool. And I think what we're getting out of this as well is that, yes, it's like one of those things where we're getting a reward, but I love what Wander said there. The idea of if we can help, we should help. And the fact that we are, it's such a beautiful place, by the way, guys. Like, look at that even from here. It looks so cool. But that's been representative of our entire story since we started this. Since we started Genshin, it's been... Oh, this is our your guide, Toltec. It's been that since the start. If we can't help, we will. Look at even how the colors come through the cave like this. It's so neat. And we love Natlan to bits.
I take it you're the ones appointed by Elder Talapo?
Yep. And you are...
Call me Toltec. The chief asked me to be your guide for the day. His messengers already filled me in on the situation. So just follow me.
Legendary color. Yeah, and if anyone's always worried about, like, say if you don't watch the other extra episodes, if you're worried about all these waypoints, always he hasn't got this waypoint, hasn't got this waypoint, we do specific episodes where we will go around getting every waypoint in Nalan. And we will be doing that after we catch up as well. We've gotten a lot of waypoints, but we'll be getting every waypoint in Nalan that we have not gotten before. At least the ones that we can get and that we can find. And it's actually really fun. It helps us like explore and see the world even more. But as you can see here, we're already going to be getting a waypoint over here as well. So, go to the depths over here. Yeah, so that's the way we always do it as well. We explore as much as we can when we see something. Shalak Vale. But it's also fun to like have those episodes where we get to just do pure exploration, have a chat, and explore everything in the vicinity, you know? This is so, even the water's so gorgeous here as well. I love the harmony with the animals too. Go into the fog's depths, by the way. Yeah. This is so interesting to me, again, because we love learning about Nalan's culture. We love learning about like all the stuff behind everything in Nalan. It's super, super exciting. It's super exciting. And the fact that at some point one of our favorite characters, Citlali, is going to show up. I wonder if Aurora will be in this quest too. There's a very big possibility that we're going to see Aurora, right? Wait, is it up to... Oh no, wait, I can see it way here. Look how pretty this is. Look, like again, like it's just such a different like energy. Like it's the same grass, right, that's in Natlan. It's the same like world that we've seen so far, right? It really is. But what's so cool about like the different areas we go to, whether it be the Children Echoes, the People of the Springs, is like there's such a distinctive feeling to every single area we go to. Every single tribe we go to feels different. It feels, oh god, is that like one of the way-ups? It feels so cool. It really does feel so cool. Is this the way we're getting up? Wait, so hold on a second here. Is this how we get up here? And then we press circle again? How does... Oh, and it gives us like a very distinctive boost? Is that correct? Seems to be. It appears to be. Maybe not. Oh, R2. Oh, and we can recreate that here over then there? Why though? Oh my god, are you serious? It actually creates a whole wind whirlpool. I love that. I love that idea. And can we do that anywhere then? So if I go and take this again, can I then put this... We have to like, okay. So you have to go bam. Wait, is that it? No, maybe not. I'm not sure how this works entirely. Well, look, we'll keep going up this way anyway. I'm gonna get up this way.
Alright, let's
I ain't
finish
looking
this
for a fight, okay? I ain't looking for a fight. Do I look like I'm looking for a fight today? Wait, is it down below? How do we get down below? Oh, I can see it from here. My bad. Okay, guys, you guys have fun. Wait, no, come back and fight. No, you guys have fun, okay? Please. Come back and fight. It's right over here. Yeah, I should have known it was down below anyway with the way the waypoint is and all this stuff. Just make sure we don't die.
So the guide is somewhere in this cave, huh?
This is as far as I can take you. Only the appointed ones may proceed from
Thank you
here.
for your efforts so far.
Why's that?
Kind of a long story. Apparently, there's a certain fruit that grows in this cave, the juice of which can be processed to make an excellent dye.
Interesting.
Many years ago, our ancestors set out to make a series of ambitious works of graffiti art. They selected this cave to make them in, presumably due to the availability of the dye.
Okay.
However, they didn't want anyone to see their work before it was completed. And so they sealed off the entrance to control access.
I do like that they put such big emphasis in this. I love people caring about the work as well, but that's so interesting. They like didn't want like they cared about that so much that they didn't even want people to see their work.
To bypass the seal, you have to have mastered the art of color perception, or something like that.
We're learning so many new things about this tribe.
Oh, right.
The strange thing is, our ancestors never removed the seal, even after they finished the graffiti art.
Oh? I thought Paimon was doing like, oh, okay. So they didn't remove the seal.
Since it was sealed off, the only person who's been inside is the great shaman, Citlali. And that was 300 years ago.
Wait, so are we going to be the first people to get inside here in 300 years?
According to her, the artwork tells the story of a hero by the name of Kuntur. But I digress. Sorry, I'm a big fan of graffiti artwork.
It's cool.
Once I get talking, I can go on for
No, it's awesome to
hours.
see someone so passionate about stuff, and you've helped us even bring us here, so.
So you're sure you don't want to come with us?
Well, Paimon's like, I love that Paimon's so supportive. She's like, hey, you sure you don't want to see the graffiti art?
I'll pass. I tried to get in once, but the seal blocked my way. I tried getting my Iktomi to clear it with its powers, but even that didn't
They're
work.
showing a great passion from this guy here. He is like he was desperately trying to get into that that seal.
I guess it's supposed to be a test left there by our ancestors. If you don't pass the test, you're not worthy of viewing their works of art.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I know. I do feel bad for him because obviously like, he cares about this like even more, and we're just doing this to help. But he cares about this like on a whole different level, right? This is something that he wants so badly to see.
Don't worry about me, though. I wouldn't be joining you this time even if I was able to get in. Unlike our chief, I don't have the guts to challenge our traditions. This task is specifically appointed to someone by the Iktomi Elder. Who knows what bad things might happen if I got involved?
Again, it's like he desperately would love to see it, but he doesn't want to break the traditions and challenge the traditions. And he says guts
Fair
as
enough.
well.
All right, we'll try not to take too long.
I mean, like traditions can be scary, right? We talked about it, like it's like, and I think it's like different in terms of like the way that they express their religion and stuff like this, because obviously like it's it's not like it's something that's like the tribe itself isn't used for like something that's bad, But I do think that it is interesting that like it feels almost like a when you talk about culture and like religion of that kind. I know it's not like exactly a religion, but like the culture of a tribe or the culture of traditions, the spirits and all this stuff. It is interesting that they use the word guts, right? Because it can be terrifying to oppose traditions in both a social and an actual spiritual level thing as well, because you don't know what's going to come of that. And especially since like okay. And so I totally get what he's saying. Through here? Oh, spider webs as well. Oh my god. I love that you can actually use fire like that to do that. Common chest. Maybe we can just like burn this as well.
Let's light it
Let's
up.
light it up. But 300 years for us to come in here and be
Looks
like,
like there's no way past. Maybe try the same thing as before?
like try to add something like a door to it. There's all paint here as well, but it might be dried as heck by now. Oh, the element site. Yes. There is something here. Yeah.
Hey, it worked!
Great stuff.
Let's head in and take a look.
So it's only gonna let us in because we're
This should be
chosen?
the place. That fruit Toltec mentioned should be the one on the wall, right?
Oh, beautiful mural as well.
Now the only question is, which ones do we pick?
This is probably where my special ability chief mention comes in. Look at this and like, what's that creature there as well?
Well, go ahead, try it out.
I'm so excited. And we're actually gonna get a good reward for this as well, which is not a bad thing either. Monto with extremely unusual shapes and colors. They come in red, yellow, and blue hues. Throw them onto paint stones or special graffiti to change the color and the ladder. If you pick up 2 hued Montos with different colors at the same time, they'll mix. What the hell? We're mixing colors? For real? So one of these guys? Extract yellow. And of course, yellow and blue makes colors. Do we throw it on this? Blue? I don't know what I'm doing whatsoever. So we have to like make the colors appropriate. Oh, notes. Perfect. Creating murals in place is where paint is produced is indeed a good idea. When we repair them, we can just grab relevant material on the spot and fill the missing parts in. The story couldn't possibly end as just the 3 tribal warriors were defeated by Rumi, the wicked sorcerer. Could the mural which Kuntur appears to be somewhere else? I can't find the pad. Has it been buried, or is it some sort of mechanism at play here? So, is there a hint as to what? Well, well, here we go. We're standing here. Elemental sight. Try. Oh, sorry. Not my own elemental sight. The Saurian. I thought because we were in a cutscene of ourselves, then it was fine to like come out and like actually
Adventure time.
hang out here like this.
Off we go.
Even like places like this are so stunning as well, aren't they? So, oh, there's red over there as well. We can remember. Rah, 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 here I go. Extract yellow.
You saw something, right? Whatever it was, grab it.
Wait, here? Obtain. Oh, so we don't have to do the actual mural itself? What is the puzzle on the wall then?
These guys' ancestors
Oh, here we go.
made some real works of art here. But based on what we've seen so far, it seems like there should be more to the story.
Okay.
Do you think maybe there's more artwork further inside? Seems kind of strange.
Maybe we can go look if you want.
Oh, no need. Paimon was just thinking aloud. Toltec's waiting for us, and we have a job to do. So maybe it's best if we head out now. Let's head back and meet up with Toltec.
Okay. What's this puzzle in general, though? Like the idea of this puzzle? Extract blue. There's blue over there. Oh, wait. Red, yellow, blue? Is that correct? Red, yellow, blue? Oh, wait. No, it's sizes. So blue is the... What do we have now? We have red. We have blue. So blue is this big one. And then yellow would be... the next one? Yellow would be this one over here. And then red would be the one over here as well. Citlali's coming for you. I love how she hits the pillow off people. It's so cool. And then red. This is super cool. I love that the puzzle actually like comes with the fruit that's around this area too. And it looks like there might be like an orichalcos behind here. And we're literally just painting the walls. That's correct. And the wall's actually splitting open. I thought it was like disappear. And we get a chest too. Did not mean to do that, but we did it.
Is it?
Yeah, I decided to come back here. Again, these story quests are long quests. They are long quests, so we're gonna come back here and, you know, we can do that for sure in one of those other post catch-up episodes. The rest of that puzzle.
We're back, and we found the ingredients for the dye.
Sounds like you made it through the seal then.
He sounds so excited.
Our elder was right about you. It's getting late. Follow me. I'll take us back.
No problem. How cool is that? Like he was just like, oh my god, this is so exciting. Yeah, there's some really cool mechanics down there, and the paint mechanic is something I didn't expect either. I think it'd be really fun to play around with it sometimes as well. The quest itself is called Legendary Color, which is pretty freaking cool. Was it down below? Yes, it is. Whereabouts though? It seems like it's way down below. We didn't get the waypoint from down below, did we? I thought we did. Can we just go here? Yes, we can. Altar of Judgment. Yeah, I love the way they're doing this, and this new paint mechanic actually seems really, really fun. Like, and they have added like so many different mechanics in fairness for Natlan. They've added so many different mechanics. It's so mechanically rich.
Toltec has updated me on your progress. Well done. I appreciate your efforts.
No problem.
Sure thing. Here's the stuff for the dye.
It's actually really cool that we collected this. Oh yeah, give.
I see. Yes. This is certainly a very different substance from typical dyes. Okay, now let's try our hand at making some samples. The fabric is ready for testing.
Sure.
Got it.
Please come with me.
I'm actually so excited to see what this turns out as. You guys are awesome as well. This whole thing is pretty. It is an exciting time, right? It is definitely exciting. And especially since like this is something that hasn't been done before. And like we're doing stuff that hasn't been done before. And the fact that they're putting their trust in us. All this is very... So we're going in here. Let us go. Back into this area. Look at this. I can't get over how pretty the colors are on this scroll.
It's a woven scroll made by one of our ancestors. This is the kind of thing we're trying to make.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, this is such a perfect... She's such a perfect character, is Paimon.
The person depicted is the legendary shaman, Huitzilin. She lived 200 years ago and was once appointed by the Iktomi-Sur Elder.
Right.
Like yourself.
So this is someone who came before us then as well.
She was especially skilled in the art of color manipulation, and of course completed her task with flying colors.
And honestly, like the flying colors pun, pretty great.
This scroll is a record of her deeds, and was most likely the work of her own hand. The quality is simply breathtaking, even compared to other scrolls of this variety.
It's stunning. It is, I think no one would deny how pretty it is.
Sadly, since she passed away, all of our Iktomi-Sur Elders' subsequent appointees have had to rely on the gift from the spirits to complete their work.
But now we're about to revive an old tradition.
That's a good way of putting it. My only quibble with your phrasing would be, it's not just me, but us.
I love it. I love it. This is what I'm talking about, how them integrating us so nicely into their culture.
Now Paimon's getting excited.
And again, it's just like, I guess it's like they don't want to rely on that gift all the time, right? They don't want to rely on that all the time.
Bring out the samples.
That was very ominous, right? Bring out the samples.
Now, as I mentioned, the dyeing process is a little complicated, but I am confident you will manage. Just make sure to follow my instructions carefully.
Are we doing the paint mechanic again? Well, let's get started.
The pattern has already been sketched out on the sample, so you just need to dye each block with the correct color. But you'll need to wait for the dye to fully soak in between each step to make sure the colors don't run.
Dye the fabric. Oh, it's not gonna be a minigame, is it? Oh my god, 5 is so excited too. Look at this.
Good. The dye is taken to the fabric, and the pattern is crisp and clear. Next, apply all the remaining dye, and we should see that elusive signature color emerge.
I absolutely adore the fact that, like, I know it's like describing exactly what, but the scene here, we're literally, again, joining in with their culture, their tribe, with the chief like sitting over our shoulders as we're doing this thing that is so germane to their tribe and their culture. In fact, we saw Auroron doing one as well, right? When Citlali was giving out to someone else as well. Very cool stuff.
Okay, final step.
Apply the remaining dye. I love that we're just doing this. I know we're not doing a mini game for it, but just even watching the Traveler do this is so nice.
Did it work? Paimon doesn't see it.
Oh, that color isn't showing up. Oh, the dyeing has failed.
Did I mess up somehow?
No, your technique was flawless. You did everything exactly as instructed. It would have made no difference if I'd done it myself.
Then what went wrong?
It could be the weaving technique, or maybe the dye has to be applied in a different way. Oh, whatever the case. It looks like I have failed to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Yeah, and honestly, it's like another. It has to feel bad because it feels like you're having a breakthrough, and then it feels like a brick wall again, right? It mustn't feel good.
Sorry, Paimon wishes we could do more to help.
Yeah, if there's anything we can do, please let us know.
I am the one who should be apologizing. I made you do so much work.
Oh, Jesus, stop.
And it was for nothing.
It's okay. It was so fun. We got to see some really cute locations. We got to see a new mechanic in the game. And like, even if we can help like revive an old tradition for you so that you don't have to rely on the fact that there's, you know, maybe down the line someone isn't able to weave a scroll, is perfectly fine. I'll help out.
I will, of course, honor my commitment to compensate you for your trouble, but I do hope you won't give up on this task. I plan to keep investigating, and will be sure to keep you updated with any progress.
Yeah, please.
Don't worry, we're not quitters.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, it's something I'm really, like, invested in now, and I genuinely want to help to learn more about this as well.
Paimon does have a question, though. This whole process of recording history on woven scrolls seems so complicated. Why don't you just write it down instead?
And while that may seem like a very silly question, right, to anyone who's like, you know, it's like, oh, it's just our culture or whatever, I think it's important to ask those questions, like, to understand fully, especially since it's come from the perspective of us who, like, don't fully understand that stuff, right?
You said yourself you're all about change and reform. Well, this seems like
Okay.
a pretty good place to start, don't you think? Writing things down would be easier for everyone, and your records would be more detailed.
I mean, true, it would document things easier, but I feel like maybe it is, like, about keeping some traditions still intact, right?
I think you perhaps misunderstood my philosophy, but that's okay. I can answer your question, but there's somewhere I need to show you first.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, maybe. Like, it is, like, because I think maybe Paimon might be misinterpreted what he's feeling. He doesn't want to get, like, change things entirely, I feel like. I think he still cares about, like, a lot of aspects of the culture and the traditions. He just wants to reform it so that the traditions can be stronger and that they don't get to a point where, like, they are relying too heavily on one aspect of the tradition. Where are we going? Higher? Okay. Higher? Oh, it is here. and so that they can carry out those traditions in a way more like maybe like accessible or not easier way, but a way that isn't so loosey-goosey, I suppose. Like worrying if it's going to even happen, worrying if someone's even able to do it, and not relying on this gift that like is very nebulous, and maybe even understanding this gift as well. We should probably get the waypoint up here, but I don't think we even need to really. Oh no, we're going up here anyway. Right? Yeah. Is it above? I think so, yeah. Man, this place is just so freaking gorgeous. It seriously is so pretty. It's, again, Nalan has done a good job of using the graffiti in many cases, but in this case, it's like, it's the neon aspect of it, like, the kind of like, I don't know what you call these type of pastel colors, I guess is what you call them. Just so pretty. And we're gonna learn more as we're talking. And again, I don't think it's a bad, like, again, it comes across really bad, right? Like, it's from someone, but again, the chief took it really well. The idea of someone being like, why don't you just write down your stuff, right? It's like, you know, they care about their tradition, I'm guessing, as well. And while Paimon's saying, like, is legitimately, like, yeah, that's true. Like, yes, you would be able to get more detailed history by writing stuff down, but every culture has a different way of, like, documenting things, and every culture has a different way of, like, remembering things. Yeah, and Nalan is a very traditional space as well.
Like smoke.
Whoa, look at this perspective. Oh, the music. So pretty.
Cool. Look at this view. What do you think?
It's
Stunning.
gorgeous!
It is, oh my god.
It's gorgeous! It's gorgeous!
Adorable.
Now, try looking a little further.
Sure? Oh, and she tries right away. Because again,
that graffiti!
which graffiti? Again, Paimon, like the way she's so willing to do everything and learn about stuff as well, right? And be inquisitive. Like, she's definitely not like ever trying to be disrespectful when she's asking, like, why don't you just write something down? You know, it's actually just her way of being like, of learning about the world. She's constantly trying to learn about the world.
In all the years since the founding of our tribe, those colors have been with us every step of the way.
Purple, pink, and blue. I guess bright purple, pink, and blue. They're beautiful colors. They are stunning. Like, let's just say they are stunning.
It is true that I seek to bring new life to this ancient tribe through change and reform. But I also understand there are certain foundational things that we cannot afford to throw away.
Yeah. And that's what we were saying, and I think it's perfectly fair.
The foremost of these is the way we record our history.
I think respecting your traditions in a way is really, really good, especially since they're traditions that don't hurt anybody. They're not harming anybody. It's actually very beautiful. Like, it's like, yeah, keep that going.
Oh, that makes sense.
Since the very beginnings, our tribe has always sought to bring color to history. And I have a deep sense that this is one part of our heritage that we should
No, I love
not
it.
give
I love
up.
it. I really do. And again, it's a beautiful way of recording history. And again, it's obviously not going to be completely clear because you have to decipher a lot of the stuff as well. That, you know, but I think that's fine too. We love deciphering.
So, whatever it takes, I must find a way for us to continue producing our traditional woven scrolls.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
You're completely right. I'm sorry for what you said earlier. It was out of line.
See what I mean? Again, that's what I'm saying. I will always go to bat for Paimon because she's not ever intentionally rude to anybody. She's not. She's inquisitive. She's trying to find out more answers. She's not. We come from a world where we came from, you know, Sumeru and Inazuma, which, yeah, they have a lot of beautiful cultural stuff as well and traditions as well, 100% in Liyue. But so much is written down on paper as history, right? And of course, like, we have books, we have different, you know, and like, you know, we've gotten so much history from books. There's literal quests in this game where we've learned from books like how to move forward in a quest. There's been notes we find, like, all this stuff has been like in our mind forever. And she was just asking a question, and again, like, Paimon never intends to be rude.
It's quite all right. I'm just grateful
Exactly.
you're able to understand where I'm coming from.
Exactly. That takes such like a good like maturity as well. When you question something, you're given an answer that is like very, very reasonable, and you're going, yeah, that's fine, you know. And Paimon did that. We're committed to helping you solve this.
Then let us hope that when we next meet, we succeed in reviving this tradition.
I'm very okay with that. And there's Act 2 complete. Okay. So, we have Act 2 complete. We're going to be going to Act 3 now as well. And yeah, I know this is a large place, guys, and there's so much to explore. Like I said, we will be doing an exploration episode. We will do an episode where we're going to be exploring as well. But I love this aspect. I love learning about the Nightwind tribe. I love learning about all the different tribes and all the differences between them and how they live, how they act, how they record their stuff historically, like even how they dress. Like everything is so interesting to me, and it makes Natlan such like a very like rich place in terms of like how different it is, and how every time we go to a new story quest and tribal quest, they're so varied and different. It's so, look at this area over here. It's so cool. Do you think we can get over there to get that? And it's just so fun to me. It's so fun to me. And I hope we get to keep learning about it. And again, I totally understand where he's coming from. He wants to make, and I think it is like something that happens in like, look at Octanallan. Oh my god. Holy hell. I think it's something that happens in like many different, there's one over here as well, right? I think it's something that happens in so many different cultures and in so many different worlds and regions. In our world even as well, it happens so much too. I think there's one over here, wasn't there? Yeah. It happens all the time, where what can happen with any tradition, right? That is a beautiful tradition, right? Whether it be, you know, Halloween or, you know, and I'm using, so it's probably a bad example, but you know, like I'm trying to think of a tradition that like you would follow, like the idea of like any tradition you can think of, right? Any tradition, right? It does risk falling to the wayside. Oh my god, there's our picture again. Oh, we were here. Oh, okay. So this is this area. I didn't even notice. I was so focused on like going up towards this area to the waypoint that I didn't even notice that we're in this area. Interesting. This is where our mural is. Very cool. Yeah. And like what can happen is like you lose a lot of like young people sometimes. You risk, oh, there's one over here too, right? You risk losing a lot of young people. You risk losing even like older people as well. They, you know, some people don't want to follow those traditions anymore. Sometimes the traditions can get like tedious to some people as well. Sometimes it can take so long to do also. And I feel like that's such like a normal thing for any leader of any group to want. It's like, I want to keep these traditions alive because tradition can be important to us, especially beautiful traditions. But at the same time, I also want to make sure that every generation past me and every person still wants to interact with these and they're accessible and people actually want to like to do these traditions. And so I know that's not exactly what's happening here, but it's trying to make everything easier so they can still do those traditions without having to rely on like that special gift, I'm guessing. And maybe I'm getting it wrong, but I think you have enough. There we go. Yep, that's the way I see it anyway. Can we actually go get a... Hold on a second here now. This is not the place. We're going to the stadium and we have to go to this thing here. It's actually my first time in the stadium, I think, since everything happened. And... Oh, yeah. Offer. I'll take these, no problem. Yeah, we have quite a few wishes stocked up. Not like a crazy amount. We have one wish here as well. But I might save. I'm thinking if we are gonna wish, we might not wish. We don't know when the banner like updates later today. We'll see what happens, but that'll be a video that comes out on Saturday. So let's head on then to the next part of this story. I thought I saw Fatui members there. It is Fatui members. How did I not notice that last time? The last part.
What are the Fatui doing here?
I mean, I don't know. Because here's the thing, we worked with the Fatui recently to like save Natlan, so right, there's probably a lot more good grace here. But I think it's 100% understandable as well all the time to be like, are you the good Fatui boys or the bad Fatui boys?
That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're up to.
Yeah, I'm up for that, Paimon. I'm up for that.
How did they get this close to a tribal settlement?
Considering what they did for Natlan, 100% there'd be more leeway, 100%.
All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically makes them followers of one of Natlan's heroes.
I mean, a lot of the Fatui members are heroes themselves. Like, let's be honest here, like, that's, like, they're also heroes.
Still, What's
in their own way.
Always a Fatui. Something seems off seeing them here.
No,
Let's go check it out.
I think it's still 100% fair, even after like being helped so much by the Fatui. We've had just as much bad runs with the Fatui than we've had goods. In fact, more bad runs with the Fatui than we've had good. Let's just be honest. We have. So I think it's good to check it out. Paimon's right. Act 3, the truth of the battle of 7 colors. Hello.
What are you guys doing here?
I love Paimon giving them the act already. Listen to this. Listen to this. Can we? Oh, we have to wait for a second to get a review.
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
Paimon is your new employer. Listen to this.
What are you guys doing here?
Paimon's your new employer. You report to her.
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employer?
I love that Paimon is the Fatui's #1 hater. She really is.
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. I'm sorry for any offense.
I mean, okay. I mean, yeah,
My
that's cool.
original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended Grudok and his squad.
A priest?
I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fatui's reputation in Natlan is quite positive.
Fatui? Honestly, like, no, it makes perfect sense that now, like, the Fatui would be, like, well more liked in Natlan, right? It makes perfect
So
sense.
that's what happened. Then you must be from Fontaine?
They do have Fontanian clothes, don't they?
Precisely. Montluçon, at your service. I work in the publication business. And you two... Wait. You must be the traveler and his fairy companion.
This is Paimon. I am the traveler.
You know us?
A golden-haired traveler with a floating companion. There's no mistake.
I love how famous we've become in this place as well.
Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Oh, book merchant.
Wow. We're really famous at this point, Traveler.
I mean, it's not even surprising at this stage when people, like, get to, like, know us from, like, everywhere, you know?
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
Interesting. Look how tall everyone is compared to us.
So, you chased us all the way to Natlan? That's a little creepy.
Paimon is #1 hater today, and I love it. I freaking love it.
You'll be generously rewarded, I promise you.
Well, at least he got straight to the point.
Yeah.
Should we hear what he has to say?
Someone tells me you can't escape this one. The pay is good. I agree.
All right, we'll hear your request.
I love that Paimon
You
is our
know the
manager.
great shaman Citlali, right?
Yes.
I need her help with something.
Okay.
Yeah, but the chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked?
With her personality pretty slim. Like, honestly, like, I know she likes us a lot, but, like, I don't want to put any pressure on her to do something she doesn't want to either, you know?
Yeah, Citlali really doesn't like dealing with strangers.
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her, it would be the golden-haired traveler.
I mean, with us with Citlali, one of the things is we were, like, one of the first people in Natlan that, like, not one of the, I know she has other friends. She has, like, you know, Shalon and she has everyone, like, but, like, one of the first people who weren't, like, I guess one of the vision bearers or heroes or whatever that, like, truly was, like, you're a friend. I consider you a friend. And I feel like that's, like, it was a big deal to her, you know?
If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
Jesus, Paimon, we gotta try. We gotta try. Why do you need her help?
Oh, yeah. We should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Allier, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Allier. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Okay.
Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur Montluçon's team. Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman Citlali?
We literally were just hearing about it now, right? This was the shaman that 200 years ago... it was on the picture, right? The picture that we saw, the woven scroll. Yeah, she's the one with the colors.
Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago, and the most adept in her tribe at using that particular technique. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of 7 Colors. According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's history, even from a greater historical perspective. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The key to victory was none other than a color Citlali created on
How
the
does this
battlefield.
work? Like, how did this whole thing work?
The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that Citlali used the color to construct a magnificent maze on the battlefield.
Interesting. I wonder how that even looks. I'd love to see how
and
that
trap
looks.
all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory.
Okay, so like that's actually like pretty mythical and magical. The idea of like a color creating a maze.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time.
Man, I loved hearing about that. That was awesome. Are you trying to keep the secrets for yourself?
That story is the reason I came to Natlan. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up faring well on the market.
Right.
When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection, but historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all.
And it's interesting that Paimon in the last one was like, hey, you should write down things and make it more detailed, but that's just not the way they do things, you know?
Even within the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. Some believe it to be a myth. If that were the case, the story would not be fit for publication.
I love that though as well, because I feel like that happens in like so many cultures as well. It's the idea of like, is this story real? It passes down like ear to ear. You'll have people who believe it, people who don't.
But if you're just including it in a story collection, why does it matter if it never happened?
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. Naturally, I need it to be factual. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of recording past events, so I wanted to consult their records.
Yeah, but it's a big part of the tradition.
But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, and all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer. Honestly, I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a fuss.
So you make no money off the promotion of their history? You make no money at all? Because I think you just literally just they sell well, right? They always end up faring well in the market. So you're trying to sell them. Like, let's be honest here. That's what you're trying to do. I support, if they want to keep their culture, like, away from someone who's trying to sell their culture, like, I'm totally for it. They don't have to give you anything.
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time.
Okay.
And I could...
So it looks like Allier legitimately cares about this stuff.
We've been over this, Allier. There's no need to waste time
Oh
on
my
those scrolls when
God.
we have a better way.
Allier seems like he actually does care about this stuff, like, greatly.
Citlali, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Citlali has been alive for more than 200 years. That means she lived during the era of the Battle of Seven
I
Colors.
never even thought of that.
If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other historical records are necessary.
Oh, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple the pay if it
Quadruple.
helps sweeten the
What
deal.
type of money do you have, Moneybags? What's happening here?
Well, it's not that we don't want to help you.
We still have a duty to fulfill after all.
Oh, right. The duty the chief gave us has a lot to do with Citlali.
Yep.
Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead us in the right direction.
And I think it's a good way of like having us like move forward with the quests while also making it seem like we're not trying to be disrespectful or anything. It's like, hey, like, you know, we do have to find out more information. And we do want to find out more information. Like, we could learn about everything that's happening or everything that happened while also getting paid to do it, I suppose.
Of course.
But it's all up to Citlali. If Citlali, you know, doesn't want to do it, then that's her prerogative as well. It's interesting though, right? Like, I definitely want to, like, the fact is, like, no matter what, it comes down to like what the people of this tribe want. I couldn't give a damn whatsoever at all. Oh, we can, this is interesting. We can activate these along the way as well. No, that's a different thing altogether. I guess we can start here in this domain. Wait a second. Is that the boss battle for Act 5? Interesting. Okay, because I was like, well, I didn't unlock this domain, did I? Well, yeah, let's go through here. Yeah, like, again, it's going to come down to what Citlali wants. I adore Citlali with all my heart. She really is one of my favorite characters. Really, the Natlan crew has been absolutely incredible. They've been so fun to be around, and I've had such a good time interacting with them. But yeah, it is pretty interesting with this Act 3 that we have this thing we have to find, right? This quest we have to do.
Yeah.
Just a random dog here.
Fulfill our pact. Let's light it up.
Oh, it's revealed.
Up to it, Manzai.
Yeah, I wonder how this is going to turn out though, because we've clearly seen that one of those guys there, it doesn't look like he actually cares about like actual historical like significance and stuff like this. Because like the thing is, like when it comes to like have you watched any history documentary on YouTube or anything like this, or any historical documentation or anything like that, like and people who actually like really desperately care about history, one of the things that you'll find is that even the smallest bit of information, like Alia there, right? Alia there he was like, oh my god, like, you know, he was like, we got these scrolls and we actually found so much. If I just had more time. And it's like, yeah, that's what like a lot of historians who actually care about history and culture really do. They'll find like one tiny piece of information. They'll find this speck on the wall of paint and be like, and talk about it for years. Because that's what you have to do sometimes. And he's so happy with the stuff that he's got, but this guy here that's trying to sell all this stuff clearly doesn't feel that way. Is this Citlali's home? In the side of a mountain? That's so sick. Citlali, your home is sick. Oh my god, we just brought them right here.
This is where the great shaman lives? A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
For someone like Citlali, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, 100%. When she's very much judged by a lot of people as well.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice.
See what I mean?
If I could just copy it down.
Look at this sweet person's face. I adore him so freaking much. Cares so much.
We're here for a reason, Alie.
Oh my
As
god.
agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you here.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Hopefully she's not hungover.
She can do whatever she wants. No, it's so interesting the way they're telling the story. Like, we can talk about it when we get to the next part as well, but like what it really feels like is we can talk about it now actually, because usually there's like a
Citlali? Are you there? We need your help with something.
the light knock, very respectful knock. But like the idea that this story has started off with the idea of like expanding tradition while also keeping tradition intact. And now we have a story in Act 3 about a character who like wants to sell that tradition as a book, while someone else who is also an outsider who genuinely cares about the history of like, well, history in general and cultures in general, and desperately just wants any nugget of information. Because again, if I said, like, if you watched history documentaries, have you watched anything like to do with like historians or anything like that? Like, they will talk about like one mural on a wall for like hundreds of years. And it will be in every history book until the end of time, right? Those scrolls that he found, he's so excited just to look them over, you know? So excited.
Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home.
Maybe. Let's try her other name.
Oh, Granny Citlali? Are you home?
The door is sort open, you're met with a pungent smell of alcohol.
Hey,
Oh my
If
god.
you're here to challenge me, book an appointment.
All the books around her. She's so pretty. She really is such a pretty character, isn't she? So Citlali's a real hermit, huh? Oh my
Traveler.
god. The artwork. No, don't worry about it, Citlali. It's fine. Don't worry. Look at this. The artwork's so pretty. So pretty. The door closes abruptly. He's like, what?
Looks like we came at a bad time.
Genshin just like really knows how to make like really great designs, right? They're really great designs, and in a lot of cases they are like very pretty. And I feel like there's you know, the color coding is always fantastic. You know, they always like, you know, look so. In some cases it looks sweet, some cases it look tough. It's just, I just love the designs. I love the design so much.
Are you still there? Just come in. We can talk inside.
It's no problem, Citlali. It's no problem.
At least we didn't get turned away.
No problem whatsoever, Citlali. Citlali, I got these idiots out here. They want to sell the story of your tribe.
Huh. So this is where
Oh, she cleaned it up
Citlali
real quick.
lives.
It's nice. It's super nice.
I didn't have time to fully clean up the place. Complain if you want. Menial housework means nothing to a great shaman.
I would
like
never
myself.
complain. You do whatever you want. It's your house.
Besides, in light novels, people who keep everything neat and tidy are always too boring to be the protagonist.
You tell him. You tell him.
Also, I'm not a hermit. I'm just above superficial rules of societal etiquette.
You tell us. You tell us, Citlali. What did you find? Did you see anything? Oh my god, the facial expressions. Oh, was this on the ground, was it? It's okay. Don't worry about it.
She sure does care a lot about what we
She
think of
100%
her.
does. She's very self-conscious, Paimon. She is, and she's been like that since the start, right? And I think it comes from years of
and
people just
that
being like,
spell I used
of
to
judging her.
transfer my senses to you. You're not still experiencing the side effects.
oh my
are
god, she
you?
just want us to read her mind. Don't worry, we're not hearing your mind.
It's my duty as a great shaman to check that kind of thing.
I love her so much.
Oh, you mean when we could hear your thoughts? Nope. It's been so long, we don't have to worry about that anymore, right?
Then why do I hear the traveler's thoughts in my head?
Maybe because you're using his facial expression and tried to gather his thoughts from that.
What?
Oh, she heard me call her a hermit. That maybe she was. I thought she was above superficial. So she actually did hear that?
I can still hear you, you know.
I apologize for offending you. Okay. The facial expressions.
Don't bother. I'll find a way to fix it. First you hear my thoughts, now I'm hearing your thoughts.
I would hate that, by the way. Because, like, here's the thing. Even, like, your closest of friends, you know what I mean? At some point, are gonna get, like, slightly annoyed at you, right? And can you imagine just hanging out with your friend and you're, like, you know, eating a hot dog or something and, like, what a nice day this was. And your friend's like, yeah, this was a nice day. I did go along a little long, though, right? And this is in their head. Man, he eats a hot dog in a weird way. You know what I mean? Again, it's not that being rude, but it would just kind of in your head, you'd be like, what? I eat in a weird way? It's kind of, I don't know, it feels that way anyway. I don't know. Maybe that's all just me, but I feel like it would be absolutely horrible to hear someone else's thoughts on you.
It was just a simple spell. I use it on you, and now it's on the fritz.
Yeah, it is our fault. I'm sorry, Citlali.
Forget it. Just tell me why you're here.
Well, someone asked us to ask you to be their consultant. They have questions about the history of Natlan.
Right.
So they asked the hero of Natlan to put in a good word? Sounds like they know I don't usually trouble myself with other people's problems.
Yep. If you want me to go out, tell him right now. We can literally both open the door and poke our heads out and go away! Except for you, Alia. You come in and we'll tell you all about it.
The pay is really good.
Paimon's eyes lighting up.
Doesn't matter. I'm busy.
She's busy, guy. I'm sorry, like, guys, I'm Citlali's #1 supporter.
She sure doesn't look busy. Paimon knew this wouldn't get us anywhere.
What if the request comes from me? Yeah, like, if she doesn't want to do it, it's fine.
From you?
Oh my god. No, look, she's gonna do it then. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
Yeah, we were given a sacred duty to help your tribe weave a special scroll.
Oh, true. No, sorry, I keep forgetting that, like, our part of it is also, like, something we need as well. True, 100%.
Huh? So, you're the appointed ones this time?
Uh-huh.
We were surprised too. After all, we have no idea how to weave a scroll like that. But with Chef Biram's help, we were able to make some progress. We still haven't succeeded, but we learned that the key to weaving the scroll is a special kind of color.
Right.
The historical event those men want to ask about also involves color. If you help them, you might end up helping us too.
Yeah, and I forgot about this aspect. I did forget about this aspect. We do need help with the same situation, right? You know, obviously, like, it's totally understandable, like, you know, that I forgot, just because, like, not that I forgot. It wasn't that I forgot. It was, I knew we had this task as well, but, like, I was more focusing on the idea of, like, selling the story, I suppose. Look at Paimon's adorable face. Oh my god, speaking of adorable.
She's giving us that face again. Did Paimon not explain things clearly?
I can't decide whether this twist is completely out of the blue or if it was foreshadowed all along.
What do you mean twist?
Does that mean you won't help us?
I need to think
Fair.
about it.
Totally fair.
Then there's still hope.
You do whatever you need to do.
Hey, what's the holdup? Just give us an answer
Shut
already.
your mouth! Get out of here! What is he doing out there? Hey, what's the holdup? Shut up! Jesus Christ! Shut up! What's the holdup? Be quiet.
You agreed to let us do the
Yeah.
talking.
What's the holdup? What's all about there? Oh my god. Imagine the gall and the rudeness of people. Yeah, do whatever you want, Citlali. You got my full support. You have my full support.
Citlali!
Can you imagine how rude you can be in life to do something like that? What's the holdup? Yeah, I know you're helping me, but what's the holdup? Citlali walks aside and you rush after her. Honestly, like, I'm just there to support. I'm gonna grab if she needs me to hold her earrings.
Stand down, Grudok. As your employer, if I tell you to wait, then you wait.
Exactly, Grudok.
Understood.
Yeah, understood. It's understood, isn't it? Jesus Christ, like. And like, I know people might say it's not that bad. No, like, it's just rude. It's just like, why would you do that? Like, it's just so disrespectful. No, stay for tongue lashing. Grudok, come back.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so... Apologies for the disturbance. Grudok is a recent hire. So difficult to restrain sometimes.
No, that's fair. It's why we're not blaming you at all. Like, I was just so stunned that someone would be that rude. Like, that we just met.
He's lucky he didn't force Citlali's
100%.
hand.
Citlali would slap him around the place.
Well,
What
since you're
was
here,
that?
How about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little performance?
Wait, so did he put him up to it? He said you knock on the door and I'll act really reasonable?
I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent hire interrupted me right
There you
as
go.
I was about to
There
make
you
an
go.
important decision. Pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror.
Is that what
novel,
happened?
Except 10 times worse. That's all I came out here to say.
Oh my god, the gall! Like, so is that what they're saying, that he like told to go up and knock so I can seem reasonable as he comes outside? Look at the eyes here.
Whoa.
We're getting vicious Citlali eyes.
Traveler, we have a discussion to finish.
Yeah, 100%. Whatever you need.
You live up to your name, Granny Itztli. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Ah, the Traveler didn't get to that part? Yes, I thought the Traveler could help me convince you. But, if I'm not mistaken, you have a personal interest in this matter, don't you?
Am I right to just not trust Montelson at all?
I heard that the great shaman Huitzilin was a friend of yours. You two must have been close. If I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it in my next collection. Then, all of Tevat will learn the truth.
Maybe that's something Citlali wants to like make sure that it's no longer a myth.
With your support,
Right?
your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known throughout the land. Inspiring, don't you think?
You'll be helping me fulfill my duty. Honestly, again, like, my personal thing is, like, again, we have to fulfill the duty for the tribe. I also just think it's whatever Citlali wants, to be honest.
If this is really about that duty, then... fine.
We're also going to get to
I'll
learn
help
some really
you.
cool lore. Let's be honest here. We're going to get to learn some really cool lore.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help the Traveler, not you. You'll just have
Yeah.
to leech what you can.
Leech what you can.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Looks like my friendship with Citlali came in handy after all. Yeah, I never took her for to be the heartless type anyway. She never was heartless. She's a lovely character who cares a lot about people, just manifests with anger and frustration from years of people judging her and thinking less of her. Look at the eyes. Has she heard that too?
Who are you calling heartless?
No, he didn't call you heartless. He says, of course you're not heartless.
Not a problem. I always plan to work with the Traveler. So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea where it took place? Can you think of any relics we could use to prove it?
Talk at me, why don't you?
Yeah, you tell him. I'd like to know too.
Fine. No, no, and no.
I love that we're just basically like, what about me? Okay, I'll do it. And that's why I love Citlali. She'll do something for us, but not for this guy.
I
She's so
did
funny.
live during the same era as her, but that doesn't mean we experienced the same events. I've lived a long time, but I'm not a walking encyclopedia.
You tell him.
You decide the angle of your investigation, and I'll provide answers if I'm familiar with the subject.
And by the way, Citlali, this lad in the back, the really cute one, he's really knowledgeable and he's also like adorable, right? His name's Alie, and he actually cares about all this stuff. So if you want to talk to him as well, please do.
All right. Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, you still lived through that era. Your insights are very valuable. Allie, you had an idea about where to start, yes?
Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe in charge of recording history.
Then, let's start there. Traveler, what do you say to officially working together? After all, it appears I can only get Miss Citlali's help through you.
It actually is quite adorable that, like, literally she will not help anybody until, like, one of her friends or until we come along and ask for help. I actually think it's incredibly adorable, right? Like, legitimately. And she is an adorable character. Sounds good. Man, apparently it was like a big ruse. Like, it was, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, because she said it was some trick that you pulled on. I'm assuming the trick legitimately was like, and I understand what they're trying to, like, maybe make him look a lot more reasonable, I guess. Which would make sense if you're trying to, like, make someone look more reasonable, you know, in comparison to someone who's maybe a bit more aggressive, to try and build up trust. You okay, Citlali?
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Citlali.
She's doing it for us.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe.
But how? Weren't you alive when it happened?
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me about it. That's how.
Interesting.
But Molusan said the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Huitzilim tell you
Interesting
about
question, right?
Close friends? More like arch rivals.
Oh.
Something Montlusan would know if he actually
So, like, they
did
actually
his
weren't, they actually didn't get
research.
along very well. Instead of it being like, it's not a Jaden and Cyrus situation, it's a Jaden and Chaz situation.
Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing.
Wait, what?
All students from Huitzilim School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before graduation, defeating me in battle.
What?
Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me.
So all those things on the wall are literally challenges to you. What?
Of course, none of them ever
Yeah,
succeeded.
you can tell. Yeah, I know. Get them, Citlali. Honestly, like, no, that's crazy. I didn't know that at all. Well, of course you didn't know that at all.
After Huitzilim's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. Instead of defeating me, all they have to do now is last long enough.
That's crazy. You have to change the whole requirements because they can't beat Citlali. Yeah, that sounds like a necessary change.
As my rival, Huitzilim only had one achievement that surpassed my own, and that was the Battle of Seven Colors. I can only assume she had some kind of secret technique at her disposal.
So that's the one I was just rereading just to make sure I got everything.
I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter. As if she would give away her one advantage.
So, like, the one thing that she did better than Citlali her whole life, she's like, I'm keeping this for myself.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. So Citlali's doing all this for me? Look, you had to have known this, right? Like, she's such a sweetheart to us.
Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe, too. A great shaman should do her part to see it done.
Thank you so much, Citlali. Thank you. We're going to be appreciative forever. A great shaman should also be more organized at home. Hey, yay, 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 yay. Hey, yay, yay, yay.
Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a shaman.
Yeah, we don't need to, like, she can do whatever she wants.
Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering? I need to get to the bottom of this.
That's it's interesting that we're having like, I get like, look, and this was just nothing. It's just like, we're just like, but yeah, like I do adore the fact that she like cares about us so much as well. And like the thing is, like, for me, like, you guys know this since like the beginning of Genshin, and I don't hide it, right? If you are a character I adore, you get special treatment. You do. If you're a character I adore greatly, and here's the thing, I think I'm reasonable with every situation in the game. I try to look at it from all sides. We try to look at the gray areas and stuff, I guess. But like, obviously, when we start off in any story, I'm going to be supporting the characters that I love dearly more than anything. You know what I mean? That's the end of it. And with Citlali, it's no different. She's getting our full support constantly, you know? Oh my god.
Excuse me, great shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could
What type of
really
situation?
use your help.
Please, great shaman.
Okay.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The woven scroll proves it. Wheat Ceiling used a mysterious color to construct a maze and trap the
there's
enemies
a debate
inside.
about whether it happened or not. And again, this is also common throughout history.
That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that scroll. Besides, constructing a maze out of color is ridiculous.
I've seen probably crazier stuff in Genshin, to be honest. That's why I'm not like totally against the idea of it. It is crazy, but you know.
Wheat Ceiling was one of the most powerful shamans of her time. She definitely could have pulled it off.
That's the biggest problem. She had students. Why not pass it down?
I love this debate, though. I love the idea of them fighting over this.
A technique that powerful? And no shaman since has ever used it?
Her students are keeping it a secret, of course. If you knew a technique like that, you'd be a fool to show it to just anyone.
I adore this scene.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask, is there anything we can use to prove the battle took place?
I love Allier so much. What a sweetheart.
Of course it took place. Why would you need to prove it?
You'll have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of history. I'd give up now if I were you. It only gets more ridiculous.
This gives
from here.
more weight to the mission that the tribe leader has. The idea of like bridging that gap, making the traditions more accessible, making it so that everyone wants to follow those traditions, making them more reasonable. Meeting people in the middle with this stuff, the people that believe and people that don't believe. Like it really does feel like it is something that like you know, is important to this tribe.
Please don't fight.
Oh, Ali, oh my god, are you kidding me? Look at this.
Please don't fight.
Don't fight in front of Allier, come on.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better
tell
to
'em.
argue about?
You tell him. I love the argument, but you tell
These
him.
arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection.
Yeah, and I understand from like a historical perspective of wanting to have like actual documented stuff in a history book or whatever is so important to an historian, right? But like from my perspective as like as person playing this game, I love seeing the bickering because it shows like a conflict in the ideas of the woven scrolls in general, right? It makes them like even more interesting to me that way.
Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Wheat Ceiling was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her masterpiece. There's every reason to pass it on. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe. Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to.
They're gonna
on
be
a
charmed
whim.
as heck by Allier.
Right. The obsidian altar is off limits to you. But, if I go...
Is there a problem?
Yeah, is there an issue?
Most of Wheat Ceiling students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least.
Okay.
I, of course, humiliated them
Okay.
from a young age. Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wiped the floor with them.
Okay, that's fair enough.
If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Run for dear life. It's like Citlali some kind of tyrant. Honestly, like, it is truly adorable that she could hear her thoughts in this sense, right?
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor.
Oh, she has like the chop ready for us. Who better defend of a tyrant than a hero of Natlan? I'll make sure they don't run away.
Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, traveler.
Great stuff.
Fine. I said I'd help, so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
So, what's fantastic about this conversation here and what she just said?
All right, the rest of you can wait for us
Yeah,
here.
wait here. Allier, you wait here. Do you need anything? Do you need anything, Allier?
We appreciate the help.
Allier, do you need anything? Allier, do you need anything? It's a juice box? You want a juice box, Allier? Allier, do you want like a bacon sandwich? I can make it really good. Make a really good bacon sandwich. The trick is the bread, you know? Make it in a bap. Do you want that? Allier, would you like an ice cream? Tea? Of course you're good. Of course you're good.
Natland's history is full of intriguing mysteries. It's too bad I can't talk to those priests myself.
Look, he's actually sad about it as well. Maybe we can get you a disguise? Oh, you want to take a picture of me, Allie? This is the day that I found a new best friend, Allie. And we did everything together from now on. Skydiving is me with 3 of my best friends, me and Paimon and Allie. We did skydiving together. We ate juice boxes. We drink juice boxes, Calvin. Yeah, no, the reason why that conversation was so interesting to me was because Citlali said, like, you know, you're the only one that has the guts to talk to me like that. And the reason why that's so freaking interesting is that that's a big part of her story. She has consistently talked about how people will treat her differently and it upsets her. People will run away from her. People will shy away from her.
Are you in the middle of a ceremony?
She walks in like she owns the place. Yeah, like she really does feel that way. And actually, I feel like it has affected the way she is. It's one of those things where it's like a cycle, right? If just people look at her in a weird way, which means she probably doesn't want to leave her house very often. And because she doesn't leave her house very often, people then create more stories about her, which makes her not want to leave her house even more. It's like this cycle that keeps going, right?
Granny Eatsley?
Oh my god, they're so scared. Oh my god.
What is she doing here?
And they're actually like elderly as well.
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
They look like me when I see the doctor.
Or is she here to officially take over the tribe?
She's taking over the tribe. It's happening.
Whoa.
This is amazing.
It's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
No matter what, we'll defend our dignity as priests to the end.
Bro.
You talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire
Oh my god.
priesthood.
You shouldn't have spoke up.
What?
You should have spoke up, call home.
All I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to interrogate us?
Oh my god, don't want to say it like that. But yes.
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
This is so funny.
We should just run.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, with the hero of Natland here, Granny Eatsley will be on her best behavior.
But if she chooses to fight you, I will not stop it.
Sure, whatever you say.
Yeah. Look at the little blush as well.
Oh, it's the traveler and his companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
The music here is so pretty. Imagine we start smacking them around the place as well. Go on, you have any answers?
We want to ask about the technique
This is the
you
best.
inherited from Citlali.
It's so fun.
Huh. So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah, she's had enough.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run.
Not this again. Just how much did you traumatize them, Citlali?
She beat them in a duel so what? There's already this terrified. Citlali is someone worthy of love and respect. That is so beautiful.
Hey, you can't just say whatever you want just
Oh
because it's
my
in your head.
god. And you know, again, like, we know that's how she feels. We know that, like, all those eyes and all those people saying that she's, you know, she said it when she was drunk. All those people, like, you know, thinking that she's, like, mean or stuff like this all the time. It's probably made her, like, more closed off. And now this is just, again, look at this. So adorable.
I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids
You tell
burst
him.
into tears.
You tell him.
Love and respect. No one has the guts for that.
Well, I do. Oh my god, I love this. This is how cool the Traveler is, right? He's not giving up on this whole idea of like, hey, no, I do. You know what I mean? And he's like, he knows she can hear him, so he's keeping it going.
You know what? Forget about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading
And she has a
situation.
little, but you know, I think it's adorable. I think it's adorable what the Traveler's doing now.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy, we're not going down without a fight.
Okay, we'll fight.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, Traveler?
Let me think. Oh, Talapo, yes. By the way, I don't actually want to fight them, by the way. I just think it'd be so funny if we did fight them with Citlali. And I think it's so funny that Citlali, like, has traumatized them this much.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
It's us.
Did Elder Talapo just issue a declaration?
Of what kind?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Oh!
Is Elder Talapo telling us to treat
There you go.
Granny Eatsley as a friend?
What endorsement.
That's not possible, is it?
Music's so
You
good.
forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners?
But Chief!
I didn't expect to see you here.
Great stuff.
Great
Theorem showing up.
My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors
I love how he's
of
showing
Fruit
her a lot of
Sealing,
respect here
I
as well.
understand your friction with Granny
Right?
Eatsley.
Yeah, look, he's being reasonable as well. But I love like the respect he shows for her as well, which is like, it's just, you know, he knows that she's a little bit prickly, knows that she's a bit standoffish, and accepts that. It's just like, hey, yeah, the 100% understood. Let's deal with it this way.
However, Elder Talapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel. So, mind your manners and allow Granny Eatsley to ask her questions.
Good thing Elder Talapo and Chief Biram are on our side.
Honestly, it's just really well written. Honestly, like the way they do this, everything makes sense. Everything falls into place. Everything like there's nothing that just happens out like that's just like out of the ordinary. Like everything makes sense, character-wise and story-wise. Talk to Citlali.
Hi there, Elder Talapo.
It's been a while. So what I'm guessing is when he says it's been a while, I think the first two acts, I think in some cases they expect you to do them before the third act, right? I've been doing them all in one video, but like the way they've done this, it very much seems like you were supposed to do these like beforehand, because I noticed even in the Chaska one, they talked about it being after the battle, but then like when Act 2 came around, or Act 3 maybe came around, the characters were like, Paimon said like, oh, it's been a while since he's been in Chaska's tribe, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, like, so it's probably like, so we have to assume that the way this is that we did this opening beforehand, and we haven't seen Talapo in a while.
Hey, he seems pretty happy
Talapo's
to see
cool.
us.
Talapo's cool.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
True.
Yeah, Elder Talapo appointed us to the task.
Elder Talapo, huh? He's still Claw to me.
Claw. That's an interesting nickname.
Hey,
Oh
don't pull
my
that
god, I was
cutesy
wondering what he was
stuff
doing. I was
with
like, what's
me.
happening?
You're an Iktomi elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
Oh my god, that's actually adorable.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Witzeline's Saurian companion back then.
Right.
She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, we got to know each other.
Okay. Sounds like you and Hutsunin were close.
She only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at
Okay,
least.
so we're learning more about this as well. So like while they did fight each other, she was the only one who claimed to be your friend.
Well, you've lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right?
We know that a lot of people don't like approaching her.
The more time you have, the more friends you
This is
lose.
a beautiful shot, by the way, but yeah, I understand what she's saying.
Oh.
I mean, 200 years on this planet, even more than that maybe, you're gonna lose a lot of people.
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past.
Which I think adds to as well how aggressively like sad she was about Aurora and getting involved with the Fatui, because at the time I 100% I stand by this. She felt like, I'm going to lose this boy. Something will happen to this boy. That's what she felt, you know? And when I said it was like very Irish granny coded, and like a lot of people said it's very like their culture too, like it really feels like that kind of way where it's like you do something stupid, right? You do something that's like, why would you do this? and you know your granny or your Irish mammy will tell you like, you know, will be like probably very rude to you, like, and say a lot of things that like it's like, oh, this kind of hurts a little bit, but it all comes from a place of like I thought I was gonna lose you. I thought that something bad was gonna happen, you know. And with Citlali, if you lose enough people, you don't want to lose anyone else.
Oh, 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Traveler, Paimon, let's go.
Let's go. So I still haven't made up my mind. So talk to Biram. Man, Biram's so cool. Look at the size of Biram. He's like literally, I'd say he's probably like nearly as tall as Xiao, but he'll get there. He'll get there. He'll get there.
Hey there, Chief Biram.
Hello, Biram.
Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
Actually, we have good news. We found another clue.
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of 7 Colors.
Huitzilin's claim to fame? That sounds promising.
He sounds so excited.
But the battle took place hundreds of years ago. An investigation is bound to be difficult.
True, but Granny Easterly promised to help.
Yeah.
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this
I
opportunity.
100% understand what our relationship with Citlali means to me. 100% you're right, Biram. I do appreciate her so much.
Hey, don't complain. None of the previous chiefs succeeded either.
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own failings.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory of a people.
And they put such a big emphasis on this in Natlan as well, right? Like, it's such a big emphasis.
Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Easterly. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
Yeah, and I think that's it. That's what the two biggest things he talks about is the idea of like making sure tradition like is able to be kept alive while changing things slightly, right? While you know what I mean, so it's still pretty like it's easier to do, and not leaving something up to chance, right? Because that can be scary.
I get your
It
point.
can be scary. Something on your mind, Citlali?
Of course. The one time I wish you could read my mind, it doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Harder to express. The chief referred to himself as a humble junior. Maybe Citlali's worried she looks old. Don't look at the smile. Look at the smile on his face.
No, that's not.
She does worry sometimes she looks old, which is crazy.
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured, Biram, with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
You have my thanks then.
There we go. So you have to ask the priests for more information. I love that we're just like doing like an investigation with Citlali. It's actually quite fun. The music here is so good. You still scared? You still a bit shook?
So are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master Huitzilin's
I don't
legacy?
think there's a test going on, guys. I really don't.
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified.
Just say what you're thinking.
But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You've heard of the Battle of 7 Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of our tribe.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
Right.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses, it's hard to refute detractors.
Yeah, and obviously, like, I think Paimon mentioned that it like, legitimately, like, truly, it can be, like, difficult to, like, understand history when it's told through, like, scrolls and murals and different, like, artifacts and things like that. It can be difficult. Written documents will always be, like, the most, like, valuable piece of information you will ever obtain, especially first-hand information, you know?
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you were rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
Oh my god, she's nice. She's not stopping.
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Wheatsealing most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it. Proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique?
Interesting. Which one of you was it? Or maybe none. Judging by the way they're talking? No? No one? Or you don't want to?
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Okay. So no one got to pass down to them.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Yeah, it's an interesting question.
Master's
something so
body of
powerful.
work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Wheatsealing's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy.
So it's separated amongst a lot of different people then, is what they're saying?
Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood.
Okay.
Still,
sorry, I didn't mean to skip it.
If they inherited Wheatsealing's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right. Give me their address.
Yeah.
I'll mark it out.
Any lead is good lead.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation.
You really giving it all? Your all, though.
That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
Interesting statement. We do have our word does carry a lot of weight. You know what I mean? And it's important to realize that too, right? Our word does carry a lot of weight. So we're meeting up with the leader of the investigation, Alie and Moltesun. Yep. It's that whole conversation is so interesting to me though, because like it's the idea of like Citlali is not only showing like what like we're seeing firsthand how people are so scared of her, but also how like how she saw, I guess, her rival, and how she saw the idea of like passing down this passing down this like, why wouldn't someone pass it down? It's so powerful. You should pass it down. Like it helps history out. It helps people out for, you know, of keeping that idea alive. But also her perspective on like the changing of traditions, right? And she's like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, and if she thinks it makes sense, I think then it's something that a lot of people in the tribe could definitely like get behind too. IMO, to be honest. You recount everything you learned to Maltasa and the others.
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems more hopeless by the second.
Nothing we can do about that.
And it also shows, again, that's another thing, with them not knowing the spell and everyone like not knowing, even hearing about that spell from her, it does also like, it puts like a little bit of weight into like the argument of like that it's a myth, right? It does.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend to be false, that's still a worthwhile result.
It is, yes. Proving something is wrong is also, again, I'm always thinking from this perspective of like Ace Attorney, right? Like proving something is false is just as important as proving something is true.
Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal interest in this as well. I'm drawn to matters of historical truth.
That's exactly why I chose to follow you, Monsieur Montluçon.
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation.
She's great. I know. I care about if Alia continues his investigation.
And Traveler, you came to me for help with your scroll weaving duty, right? You thought looking into the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. That's understandable. But based on our progress, I'd say this is a dead
We have to
end.
visit that other shaman family?
Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different approach. I'll try to think of another way to help you.
Thank you so much.
Respected traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised. You shall have it in full. Extra, if that's what it takes.
Personally, I don't really give a damn about the money, you know? This investigation could help you too, Sai. In what way could it help her as well?
What makes you say that?
Because it has to do with Hitsulin's past?
Yeah, based on what you've told us so far, it kind of
That's
seems
true,
like there's
yeah.
unresolved tension between you two.
You think so?
And maybe understanding her perspective more might be very good for you.
She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop, and never told you about her biggest accomplishment. By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe we can finally help you.
I mean, again, it's an interesting perspective.
Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But fine, if you want to keep investigating, be my
Yeah, and I trust the Traveler and Paimon that, like, again, like, they would look at this from the perspective of that as well. Like, finding that closure maybe might make her feel better. Because, again, the one person that she considered to be a friend at the time was bickering with her all the time. So it would warp your perception of friendship as well. So it might be nice to find out what the true perspective was.
Alright, let's go visit the shaman family.
You know what I mean? Like, if you had one friend in this world and all they were doing all the time was coming and fighting with you, but they still called you a friend, learning why they felt that way and why they were doing that would be very important, because it's like, okay, then it colors your whole perception of friendship moving forward as well, I feel. Yeah. Let's go talk to this member from the shaman family. This has been a great story quest. It's been so fun.
Yep, that's me. Huh? Granny,
Did he duck? Did he duck? Oh my
In a
god.
crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation, the shamans
Are
of
you
my family have given
serious?
up on passing your trial, Granny Eastly. Have we offended you in some other capacity?
Man, this is generational trauma at this
It's a law. But the thing is though, right? The challenge is to try and last with her in a battle, right? If she made it easy on them, I feel like you're not getting the best shamans possible. Just saying, right? If the challenge is easy, you're not, but again, obviously like this pain that they're going through is very real.
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the thrashing he received from Granny Eastly. I still get nightmares about
That's
it
a bit much
sometimes.
to be doing to a poor kid. I wonder what Citlali looks like in those nightmares. Oh my god, the
Hey,
side
don't
eye.
get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions. I'm going to find somewhere
That
quiet
her
to wait.
turn to the side, locking eyes, and then like moving back is so funny.
Okay, so your family studied under Citlali, right?
Yes, although that pretty much ended with my grandfather's generation, unfortunately.
Because Citlali was beating the hell out of everybody.
The techniques my family learned from Citlali didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs, so during my grandfather's time, we quit the priesthood. Turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful outside the priesthood either. So over time, we abandoned them altogether.
So the fear of Citlali literally ended the shaman priesthood for this family.
Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings.
Citlali's having a gander over here.
After all, Citlali was a genius. None of her students have been able to fully reproduce her talent.
Do you know which techniques were passed on to your family?
I'm not sure. As a kid, I remember hearing my grandfather talk about them, but it's not like I can use them myself.
Just think about it for a sec. Do you remember anything about a technique that can decide the outcome of a battle?
A battle?
Decide the outcome of a battle? No, I don't remember anything like that. Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique like that exists, I doubt Citlali would pass it on to us.
Great voice actor here as well, by the way.
You might have better luck asking one of the priests. They're descendants of Citlali's most gifted students.
Well, looks like we're back where we started.
Yeah, that's who we started with, right? Yeah.
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place. Allie, do you think we have enough to draw a conclusion?
All we have are non-witness accounts. We could put together an interview, but that's not going to hold up in academic circles.
Then we have to keep going.
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Oh, does he know something?
Yeah, you know about it?
Not a lot, but there's something special about my family. In addition to shaman techniques, Citlali's stories were passed down to us as well. Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but they definitely paid attention to those stories. And of course, the Battle of Seven Colors is the most exciting story of them all.
We don't need another story. We need something concrete.
Calm.
Does no one in your tribe understand that?
Calm down, dude. You're the one coming into the tribe and asking them all these questions. They don't have to help you at all. We've already stuck our neck out for you, buddy. Like, they don't have to help you one bit.
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but the story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
That's interesting. That's always interesting to hear.
Well, it's Citlali's personal account of the events, so it's a lot more detailed.
Whoa.
For example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in a location known as Chico Mostuk Cave.
Oh, does Citlali recognize the name?
That means you can tell us where to find it. Have you ever been to this place?
Unfortunately not.
The music is so stunning.
I studied maps of Natlan before we left, Monsieur Montluçon. I don't remember ever seeing such a name.
Could your ancestors be mistaken, Mr. Shaman?
It's unlikely. My family may have let the shamanism side of things fall by the wayside, but we're serious about these stories. In the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than secret arts.
If Citlali's version of events differs so much from the general understanding, that makes it even more likely the battle is completely
Or it's just
made up.
a thing that passes from ear to ear and changes with time. That happens a lot with history.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostuk
Yeah, so
cave?
Citlali knows something about this.
Oh, yes? Can I clear something up for you?
It's been more than 200 years. Huh. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
Well, what does she mean?
This is from a long time ago then. It seems important.
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog.
Valley of
The Chico
Fog.
Mostuk Cave is what it was called 200 years ago.
Precisely when Citlali was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, we can confirm the original site of the battle. Once we get there, the evidence we need should be at our fingertips.
Just when we thought all hope was lost. I never doubted you, great shaman. Allow me to present you with a gift as thanks.
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Just accept the gift, Citlali. You've earned it. Yeah.
Wait, Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're a huge fan of light novels, right, Citlali? Maybe he could get you some that are out of print.
That would be really cool, right?
Really?
Oh my god, she's so excited about it too.
Out of print, huh? Sure. Do you have any in mind?
All of them right now by sunset.
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty
Oh.
Reborn as Raiden with unlimited power is a must.
Look, you gotta get it to her. You gotta get it to her.
It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several
heavy
editions have
isekais.
gone to print, but copies of the first edition are exceedingly rare and valuable.
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was Yai Publishing House's attempt at gauging the new market trends. It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. The sales speak
She's
for
so
themselves.
passionate about this as well. I love seeing these different sides of every character's personality, right?
Actually, Yai Publishing House released a limited edition not too long ago. but it's almost impossible to get. Anyway, I'll take those two.
Honestly, if you don't want to help these guys, we can talk to Yai. You know? No, I guess we do. We do want to learn more about this, though, don't we? We do. Okay. We'll let her continue.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that. What were the titles again? Reborn as Kitsune Guji?
Buddy, you just find them. You find them right now.
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry. You're telling me, as someone who works in publishing, you've never heard of them?
Interesting. Is it because maybe he just doesn't know light novels?
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Regarding this particular genre from Inazuma, I'm afraid I lack your level of expertise.
Amateur.
Tell him. You tell him. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I guess, like, I don't know if that's going to come back later, the idea that he doesn't know about these books. Just leave the books to me. Yeah.
Of course. Sounds like a perfect arrangement. Now, there's no time to waste. We should head to the site of the battle right away.
See, Lali helped us so much. We should get her in direct contact with Yai, to be honest.
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual location. Right now, all we have is a general idea.
How reasonable, the leader of this group, Allier.
Well, I'm sure Miss Citlali can help us with that.
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening, and I have important plans tonight. You expect me to work through the night?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Traveler?
Let's break for the day and meet back tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, we'll find a place to rest for the night. When should we meet tomorrow?
He's persistent, huh?
What do you think, Citlali? Exactly, asking Citlali. Perfect, yeah.
How about noon?
There you go, noon.
Do we have to wait that long?
Noon is not that long.
Great shamans have important matters
to
attend to in the morning.
Exactly. I guess that she just wants to sleep in. Why not?
That's only because I have important tasks to complete at
night. And she's got I feel like she's earned the right as well, right? She's earned the right to like sleep in. I love her hearing what's in his head. It's so funny. It's so funny and cute. Paimon looking back at the both of them.
Citlali instructed. Let's meet back up tomorrow at noon. We'll be waiting at the exit of the tribal settlement.
Are we going back over to talk to the dude?
Sorry. I just wanted to ask. Is Granny Eatsley satisfied
yeah, don't worry about
with
it, man.
my answer?
Yeah, of course. You really helped us out.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't offend her somehow.
She's actually a sweetheart.
You're really that scared of her?
She's really nice.
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts with ordinary tribespeople like us. Everything we know about her comes from rumors.
Isn't that interesting that like the story of the Battle of the Colors thing is all about rumors and like hearsay and stuff like this too, and then the opinion of Granny Eatsley, Citlali herself, also is like based on like a lot of rumors. Like we talked about earlier, the cycle, right?
She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years. As a great hero, you're probably the only one who isn't intimidated by her.
I think Shalona loves her too. I think a lot of the characters do love her. And Auroran. Like, she does have a lot of love and appreciation nowadays, for sure. Want to grab a meal, my treat? Yeah.
That's quite considerate
That'd be awesome.
of you. All right, let's grab a few drinks.
That'd be so fun.
Just like...
No, I'm so sorry. I'm trigger happy again.
That's quite considerate of you. All right, let's grab a few drinks. Just like last time.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you say you had important plans tonight?
These are important plans.
What did you think I meant?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200 years? Now Paimon's worried about your health.
Same place. Well, look, I think that she's she's doing fine.
No, I've had enough socializing for one day. I know somewhere quiet. We can just buy some drinks and head over.
Oh my gosh, see Lolly saying let's do the whole drink on the grass thing, maybe? Is that what we're gonna do? A classic? Is this where we're buying drinks? When I say a classic, I don't drink anymore.
Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading
Okay.
issue. Considering the necessary spell work, I I'd rather do it in private.
Sure thing. But you know, and maybe it's not gonna be on the grass, but like, you know that like the classic thing of like, you know, buying a few drinks and then going like to a park or something. Not a park, not a public park, but you know what I mean? Like some field or something and just relaxing. Personally though, I don't drink anymore. And it's one of those things that like, I feel like, you know, sometimes when you say you don't drink anymore, people take it as like some people have in the past taken it as like, they instantly will answer with like, well, it's not actually that bad. And so I was like, dude, I'm not judging anyone else. You do what you want with your life. It's your life. It's now or never. You ain't gonna live forever, you know? It ain't none of my business. I just personally don't enjoy drinking. We should get this waypoint, shouldn't we? It's only you who say you're my boo. Can you see my heart? Can't hide it, so unfair. Sorry, we had to sing a bit of Artemis here, guys. It's the law. It's literally the law that we have to sing a bit of Artemis, you know? How are we gonna get up here? I mean, we have Citlali, which is fine. Oh, wait. Wait, come here. Haha! Oh my god, it's going out. Oh my god, it's running out of juice so quickly. It's running out of juice so quickly. Oh, it's okay. We could climb this very easily, actually. What am I doing? Sorry, birdie. Sorry. We could climb this so easily. Oh, we've no phlogiston. But we could walk onto this at the very least.
I'm tired already.
Let the stamina go up a bit. This weekend, by the way, guys, I want to make it very much known. It's going to be the first post catch-up video on the Genshin series. And what I mean by that is basically it's going to be the banner video. We're going to be doing it this Saturday. And it's going to be the type of video we do every... I love that she's so out of breath here. It's the type of video we're going to be doing every single... banner video. Every single month, we're going to be doing a banner video. And I do think it's good, like, because again...
Is this the place?
The thing that people told me is like,
No,
and I said it in the video yesterday, but like, look how pretty this is. It's like this combination where people are like, I love the longer stuff. Oh, hot air balloon. But I also love that when you use shorter stuff sometimes. This is amazing. Oh my god, this looks so cozy.
Sometimes I want the fresh air, but not the company.
This is so nice.
So I come here. Let's see if my stash is still here.
Stash?
Ah, great. The halberd crest birds didn't eat my snacks.
Good. No, this is so cozy. I can imagine staying here forever. You drink whatever you want.
Now for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand.
Just like last time?
It might take a little longer, actually. I just need to share my senses, make a clean break.
Look how pretty this looks. See, Lolly was born to be like, have a backdrop of a nice sky, right? Of a starry sky. There's really one of a kind view. This must be like, see, Lolly likes to come here. It's beautiful. It's so stunning.
You're not wrong.
Oh, she...
Hold on.
Still.
Why do I still hear you in my head?
No idea.
Oh, did I not separate our senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't enough? Close your eyes.
Oh my god.
Oh, please work, please work. A great shaman should be able to handle this.
Look up, I was a smile.
Okay.
And our smile too.
What about now?
I think I heard something. It sounded like your thoughts.
Huh? And now?
It's gone.
Huh.
That was such a sweet
Whenever
motion,
I try
head to head,
remove
forehead
the
to forehead.
It just flips direction and gets worse.
That was so sweet. That was such a sweet image. Was that Citlali's forehead just now? It was really warm. This is really sweet. And like, look at the smile on his face as well.
That was just to help with the spell.
Oh my god.
Oh, shoot. I still hear you.
This is adorable beyond comprehension.
For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea of consciousness.
Oh, she's drunk.
Without a concept of self.
Wait, that sounds bad.
I
Adorable.
read that in a light novel. When it comes to the real world, I think it's pretty accurate.
Is Citlali drunk? She's not making much sense.
She's doing a good job. She did her best.
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
Hearing the traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease him. That's what Paimon would do.
Paimon's great. The arms folded as well.
It's just... I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people.
Right.
Sorry, I said we could be friends, but I guess I'm not ready.
Citlali. Well, look, we can take everything one step at a time. Progress everything as it needs to be.
I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating. Someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people
But
that
I
way.
know for a fact it bothers you because if you remember specifically in the Archon quest, she was so happy when we said she was like a friend, right? So happy.
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far away? You could easily become a leader of your tribe. Someone everyone loves and respects.
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower.
Oh, is she afraid to get close to people? Oh my god, look at this.
The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance. But it doesn't last.
Yeah.
With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it will never bloom again.
That's really difficult.
Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, the one you remember won't be there.
Such an interesting take. Because again, we looked at the idea of like how she, you know, as she said before, how people have treated her and how people, you know, kind of like are standoffish from her. How she was so appreciative for us to call her a friend. But also it's the idea that like, you know, she's thinking, well, at some point, you might pass on too.
That's just how it is. Most of the people in my
That's
life
difficult.
will be gone one day. Just like a flower.
Like, that's why, yeah, we talked about this before. I could not do the immortality thing at all. Because it just means saying goodbye to people constantly.
Getting close means losing
Zhongli
friend
is a
after
good experience
friend
with this too.
For hundreds of years. Until the weight of their memories crushes my soul.
Citlali.
If people don't care about me, then
Right.
I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are nothing more than fleeting strangers.
But it's such a horrible thing to think about, the idea of like trying to like, you know, trying not to be hurt so you end up like, you know, hurting yourself in other ways.
Citlali.
No, it's so sad. It really is. I choose to remember everyone. We do.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that.
I might have a long lifespan. We are a descender. I have some truly ancient memories.
Really?
See, we could be close, right?
Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day.
And I truly believe that the Traveler appreciates the memories that we... And again, I'm not saying Citlali doesn't, because again, it's totally a natural thing, I think, to want to hide away from people in case you get hurt, right? It's such a normal feeling. And saying goodbye to people is difficult. But I think obviously the Traveler has a different perspective. All the more reason to remember them. Because they will be gone someday. Yes, their memory is kept alive.
Traveler?
In our mind? I have a friend who only lives in my memories now. In fact, you could say my memories are the sole proof that she existed in this world. Who's he? So sometimes I tell myself, as long as I remember every single friend, they will never truly die. Who would you say he's talking about here? Because we know that, like at first I was thinking his sister, but like, his sister is remembered by many people so far we met along the way. Well, the two main people is Dainsleif and the captain, right? Who's he? I wonder who he's talking about. Instead, they will live on in the world of my memories. When friends create memories together, there's always something to hold on to. So if you still need time, let me choose to remember you first. That is so freaking sweet. Let me choose to remember you first. Oh my god, she's trying to find any way. Yeah, get to the drink. And she has the one eye on us as well. This is such a beautiful scene. Let me remember, like, to give you more time, let me be the one that cares about you first. While you're still learning to care about me. That's such a sweet way of looking at it.
Is Citlali alright?
And we know what we've done as well.
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I want to hear you complain about me all the time.
There's no complaining. We adore you. No, that line there. Instead, they will live on the world of memories, and it's like, if you still need time, let me choose to remember you first. It's such a nice way of like keeping the pressure off it as well.
Okay, she's definitely drunk. Citlali, maybe take it easy? At this rate, you might sleep past noon tomorrow.
Paimon's the sober one at the pub.
I'm not drunk. I remember everything the traveler
What a fantastic
said.
interaction.
Just gotta think of a response. I'll think of something.
Oh, the hiccups as well.
Uh-oh, not this again. Is she asleep?
I'm fine. Can get home by myself.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that you can.
Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us? She seems kind of out of it.
It was a whole thing, Paimon.
Bye.
Oh my
Gonna
god.
Walk back alone.
Oh, look at her. She doesn't need to worry about it. She doesn't need us to worry about her. She's always been like this.
Alright.
I am so obsessed with that one line. Let me choose to remember you first if you still need time. So there's something to hold on to. Magnificent. Magnificent way of looking at it. Truly. So we have to wait till oh, we're looking at Citlali up here as well. The fact that we even get to like sit up here also. Honestly, I kind of don't want to leave. Maybe we could like take a picture before we go, since we do have Citlali with us. Where's the photo? Maybe we should get like a better... I'm trying to zoom out. Like here, maybe? But we wanted like to be focusing on Citlali as well. I can never control this. I'm not good at photo modes. Hi, DUI. Maybe something like that. Wait till 11 o'clock the next day. Yeah, that whole scene, because we've met a lot of people and we've said goodbye to a lot of people, right? It's happened. We have like had a we've had like a lot of stories that you could pass down forever and a lot of things to hold on to, right? Whether it be with like Dainsleif or like the people of Liyue, Mondstadt, Sumeru, Inazuma, Fontaine, Natlan, like all these people that we met truly mean the absolute world to all of us, like they do. And Citlali though is coming at it from a place that is like so understandable that it hurts, right? It's like so understandable that Citlali, because again, I think they're both true. Because remember when in the Archon quest when we said like, you know, oh, you're a friend, thank you for this. Citlali's first response was like she was like so happy that we would even call her anything close to being like a friend, and that was such a sweet moment. Look at the two Saurians. You're not coming up here.
Take me out.
And then now we also have a deeper understanding of it, because it's not just that. Because that is like obviously like important, right?
It's a miracle.
That's obviously super, super important. But I feel like it's also the case like the bigger deal here is the fact that like, yeah, if you're alive forever, we've seen firsthand what happens. And Zhongli has a very different approach to this idea. Zhongli loves the fact that he can keep the memories of all of his friends alive. That's what he wants to do, and he wants us to do that too.
This should be the place we decided to meet yesterday.
And we've done that. Like after Zhongli, especially in his story quest, you remember he told us to kind of keep that alive. You know, you have to be the person that keeps all those memories alive, all those friends that have gone by as well. And the fact that we're still feeling that even now, I feel like it's such an important thing. As for the friend he was talking about, I'd have to assume that, like, I was thinking our sister, but our sister is a member of many people. Bona is another one I was thinking of, but Bona is remembered not only through documents, but, like, I imagine she's, like, remembered by the Night Kingdom as well, right? Like, she'd have to be. It's not like she's not like she didn't exist. And she'd also be remembered by Okan, too. Yeah, and there's probably many documents about her and the people in the Flower Feather clan, so it's not Bona. I'm wondering if you guys have any idea who it is, please let me know.
Who knows if Citlali will show up on time? She drank so much last night, she might not.
I just think it's such like a beautiful sentiment and sad sentiment. The idea of, like, again, because why I've said it before, I would never like to be immortal ever. There's our gal.
Ahem.
Citlali!
No need to sound so surprised. Drinking is just a way to pass the time. I mastered the art of moderation long
I also think it's great that the Traveler didn't put any pressure on the idea of them being friends, because, like, while she clearly wants that, she also, in that moment, I think, when they went forehead to forehead, when they're having these conversations together, when, the Traveler's being so sweet, she was like, oh my god, this is probably great, but then instantaneously she thinks, but I'm gonna lose this someday, you know?
Last night doesn't count. It was a minor slip-up, that's all. Anyway, I gave everything a lot of thought, and I think you're right about something. The Battle of Seven Colors holds the key to a lot of the answers I've been searching for.
So that's why you're here so early.
Traveler, great shaman. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we head out?
With some Fatui guys as well. Well, they were, I guess no, they were always Fatui guys there, but I thought they were like, maybe I just didn't notice the big guys here?
Just follow me.
Oh, maybe they are new, because she noticed them too. I was like, okay.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I was like, okay, something's... And it's weird that now we're heading towards this location, all of a sudden he has bigger, like, forces with him and tougher forces with him. Right? Is that just weird to me? Maybe it's only weird to me. But we'll see if that's what it is. Is this gonna be a domain, I wonder? Probably is. Oh, no, it's not. Okay.
This should be it.
I'm glad to see Lali notice what I noticed too, right? Because that shows that it's an effective way of storytelling what they did there.
So the battlefield is inside this place.
Not that I'm like, oh, if I notice it, then it's good. I'm saying that, like, the fact that, like, I noticed it and then, like, Citlali noticed it shows that the game wanted you to notice it.
That could explain a lot of our academic questions.
Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual site of the battle, all the evidence needed for publication will be at our fingertips.
Everyone ready?
Let's go. It is a domain. It is, yes. And I think we can keep using this team. 7 hued runes. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with this team. While we're in Nalan as well, of course, like I said, we're going to be using, like, a Nalan character, like, as much as we can in every team.
So the Abyss invaded through a cave like this?
When the Abyss first began to corrode the ley lines, they took every opening they could get.
All the items here should be useful for our research.
You're not to touch a single one without my nod of approval.
Understand?
I don't support invasive excavation techniques
Oh my god,
either.
he's perfect. Look at his eye. Look at the guy's angry face. Alia, you're perfect.
Ah, of course. I'll defer to the experts on this matter. Well, shall we continue?
Alia should be a new party member. He should be another party member we have. And now we have a fully powered Citlali. And I think that's the reason why I want this is because, again, like, I've been neglecting leveling up characters so much, and there's no even, like, way to even, like, put it that sounds normal. I have 100% just been neglecting leveling up characters a lot. I've leveled up Kinich quite a bit, but I really want to get into level. I think once we catch up, like, I think I'm gonna have so much time to level up characters as well, and we can do it on camera in some cases too, also, if that makes sense. But having a fully leveled up Citlali is going on this team. like like permanently. Citlali will be on this team with Gammon.
There are weapons here from every tribe in Natlan. The battle must have encompassed the entire nation.
Oh my god, Alie noticing this first as well.
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend
Oh,
describes.
look, I'm taking notes.
But all we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's still no evidence of any colors or some elaborate maze.
Wow, you're really invested in the Battle of Seven Colors.
Well, it's the reason I came to Natlan in the first place. Grudok, send some of your men to search the area. We might miss something all grouped together like this. I'd like to cover all our bases.
I think you should stay close by.
All the bases. You got it.
You're like knocking on the walls. Hey, what's it? What's the hold up? I don't trust this.
Don't jump to conclusions. Of course this isn't the site of the actual battle. We have to keep going.
Yeah, I'm becoming less and less trustworthy of Grudok as we're going forward. Less and less.
This wall is in our way.
I might have an idea.
I thought we were going to get into
Traveler,
our power.
Try removing that sphere.
We can get through if we have the spear on us. Okay.
Whoa, we passed straight through. What was that? Some kind of
Oh my god, look at that! It might be color magic, because like we've seen what color magic can do in this world, right? Alie is so excited with his notes. What do you think, Alie?
It's very close to the technique Wheatsealing might have used.
Interesting. So if a light can get through a door... Stop this! What are we doing here?
That's it? Doesn't quite compare to the scale described in the legend.
I can tell you don't actually care about history quite a bit, and I'll tell you why. Right? No historian would go into a cave that has like been years and years and hundreds of years old. That was a part of the history of a war that happened 200 years ago. Would walk into a cave and see the size of it and go, "That's it?" No, they do what Alie is doing and writing down the notes.
Still, what a terrific archaeological find.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. That's what you would look at. Because even if you find something that's not as impressive as you thought it would be, it's still going to be like occupying your mind forever. I nearly hurt my arm, lads. By the way, lads is a universal word in Ireland for everyone. It's girls, boys, and every gender. But like, I was like moving my arm really fast and I hurt it. I was pointing at the screen. That's why I probably need a face cam. It hurts a bit. I probably pulled something.
Enough chit-chat. We should keep going. The deeper we go, the more we'll find.
I'll take this common chest, thank you very much. Yeah, I love Alie so much. I love him. He's going to be joining our party soon. Look at this location, by the way. And we've already used color magic, so we do know that it is like partially true at the very least. And we have Citlali, a fully powered Citlali with us too. I cannot wait.
Hold on. If we step here, we might
So like
fall
this
through.
color power can even...
There are traps in here?
Remember how we were able to pass through the wall just now? It must have been because on our person,
Okay.
we were carrying
This
the
to me is
same
like
color
such
as the
like a...
wall. Let's put the sphere down and see what
This
happens.
to me adds so much credence to the idea of
Whoa, you're right. We can keep going now.
adds so much credence and weight to the argument that the color maze exists. If you can do this type of stuff with color magic, then legitimately, I'm very much on the side of it was true, very much. And the idea, and we know the color matching can open something up. We saw that puzzle at the start of this mission as well, right? That it can open things up too. So freaking cool. Door of Resurrection activated. Like, it gives so much weight to that argument, right? Whoa. What the hell? We're like suspended in the air.
What was that? What is this place?
I thought it was Oakton Natlan for a second. Ocean Natlan.
Look, a maze
Look
made
how
of
happy
colors.
he is. Oh my god, it is literally... Oh my god, I didn't see it. It's literally a maze made of colors.
It's real. I can't
Oh my
believe it.
god, we actually found it.
Hold on. The quality of this space. This isn't reality. It's a realm of memory.
Oh, for real?
Huh?
Is it the Night Kingdom?
No. This is a space constructed using memories as a medium. The principle is similar, but the two are not the same.
Correct?
Correct.
Wheatsealing?
What? She's here?
What?
That is so fun if it is.
No. It's just a trace of her
okay.
consciousness left behind after creating this space.
Friends, this is my question to you. What is our strongest weapon against the Abyss? In my opinion, it's
Memory, okay.
After all, is it not after losing the capacity for memory, love, and compassion that our enemies fell to the Abyss? That is why, with our memories, we possess a power the Abyss cannot hope to match.
So, what she's saying is... not losing our capacity for memory, love, and compassion that our enemies fell to the Abyss. Because they do feed off negativity, right? The Abyss feeds off negativity. And our memories are what probably give us love and compassion for people too. And I wonder if this is like also related to like, you know, if Citlali is like, you know, closing herself off from the world too, you know? You want her to still have that passion and that memory and remember people. And maybe Hootseling can actually help her learn that as well.
I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that weapon. You know it as color.
It's color?
The more cherished the memory,
That
the more
sounds so
vivid
nice.
its color. As memories disappear, their color fades first. That is why color is the best vehicle to wield the power of memory.
So is that why the color was so strong in her woven scroll?
Guided by vibrant colors, your capacity for memory is what will allow you to navigate this maze. Without that capacity, enemies will fail to cross the barrier in front of them and be trapped here for
Look at this
eternity.
image here. So she's saying because if you have more cherished memories, the colors will be more vibrant. And if we follow the memories and the vibrant colors, we'll be able to... Okay.
So, be brave, my
She
friends,
sounds so sweet.
and march forward.
Early's so excited about this discovery.
Any ideas, Citlali?
Sounds like she left a tutorial. Not surprising. She always did have to handhold her talentless
Me?
students.
Someone holding my hand.
Follow me.
Alia, what do you think about this? He's probably... I think it's neat. Wow, I love everything and I love life. So which way do we go here? Here? I'm not even sure what to do fully, but I'll do it. The music here is so magical. It's so like... so bouncy, you know what I mean? It feels like we're in like a magical... I always say this like because it's like when I kind of like, you know, movies I love the most, like magical movie from like the early 2000s, it feels like, you know? It really feels that way.
There are monsters here too?
Like the bounciness of it is what I'm
Creatures.
saying.
Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago.
Oh, wow. Citlali. Oh my god, yeah, with the freaking melt power as well. Are you kidding me? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people are suggesting this, by the way, and like, you're totally right. When we level up Citlali, it's gonna be freaking beast for Gammon. It's gonna be so good. That melt capacity is gonna be off the charts. Truly. This way? Why do I feel this way?
What's with these color-changing blocks? You and Citlali fell through all of a sudden. You scared Paimon half to
Oh my god.
Must be one of the mechanics of the maze. I'm guessing the purpose is to help allies navigate this place.
Are we getting this right?
Oh no, more monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward. Let's get rid of them.
Mighty mythical beast!
There we go. Oh my god. I cannot wait. Obviously, my Citlali is not going to be as good as this Citlali, right? The way I level characters is not always, like, pretty efficient or whatever. But I feel like, you know, we're going to have, like, a freaking massively good time. using Citlali regardless, you know what I mean?
Teamwork is dreamwork.
And I forgot the Fischl is just generally just... Oh my god, the laugh to the camera! That was so good. This is such an interesting dungeon. Again, they do this all the time where they've been like, I feel like constantly and consistently upping their game as it pertains to domains, and like constantly making them like interesting and like super fun to go through.
This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Paimon would have never guessed this was a battlefield.
The showmanship's not bad. I'll give her that.
I love she still has to give her praise of some kind.
This? A bridge made of colors?
It's gorgeous.
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end.
It's absolutely gorgeous. This whole area is stunning. So that's something, right? That's something? We've done something here. Whoa.
We're out! Looks like we made it through the maze.
Look at this place, though.
Hold on. This is...
Do you know what it is? What the hell is that?
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside the sphere looks exactly like the maze!
Right.
It's like a miniature blueprint made from a special dye.
So this might be the proof that we needed that it was real?
That color.
The dye was modified using a secret technique to harness the power of memories and create mazes like the one we just
Right,
witnessed.
okay.
Without that power, it's just a normal dye. But the color it produces is still quite rare. I would say this is the most direct evidence that the
that's what I was
Battle
thinking.
of Seven Colors actually took
The fact that
place.
it's like a blueprint of this as well.
The expert has spoken!
Oh, what is he clanning over here? Look at him. No!
Perhaps I could take a closer look? It's an important
No, you
piece
stay
of
back.
physical
You
evidence,
stay back.
after
Alia,
all.
you can look.
No, you may
Get
not.
him. Yes. I'm so on board for this. Wait, she knew something was gonna happen. She pointed towards us. Buddy, what did you think you were doing? She gave us a signal. Oh my god, that's so cool. Did you see that? She gave the point like and kind of let us know something was about to happen. She's not stupid.
Huh, you noticed my signal.
Yes.
Not bad, traveler. We make a good
So
team.
freaking good.
Huh. So, you've been watching me.
Oh, you're obviously...
A self-proclaimed book merchant who's
Yeah, there you
never
go,
heard
there you
of
go.
Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power? Please, that work was
So
a commercial
good.
success across Teyvat.
And again, it's like she seemed like, because it can seem like she just like doesn't care about stuff sometimes. Like in this case, like she picked up on that, and we picked up on it too. But we didn't know what it was going to come back into play again. You know?
I knew you were fishy, but I didn't expect you to pull something like
Oh
this.
my god!
Monsieur Montluçon, we just need a few pictures
Oh,
for our
Allier.
research, not the artifact itself. What if it gets damaged or destroyed?
Shut. I couldn't
Do
care
not.
less about preserving
Do
this
not
piece
talk
of
to Alia
trash.
like that.
I would destroy it right now
Do
if
not.
I could.
But then there would be no evidence to prove the battle took place!
He was the other guy was going in to do something.
What if that was my goal all along?
He wants to remove the evidence.
What?
Huh. Pretending to be a book merchant, pretending to promote the history of Natlan and its heroes was the only way to get information out of the people in this
Who
town.
are you, buddy?
But make no mistake, I'm no lowly merchant. I am the future owner of the largest printing company in all of
What?
Teyvat. But the dye in that sphere ruined all my plans before they could even get off the ground.
How?
We've received a report that your advertisement in the paper makes false claims. Fontaine
Oh my
Law
God.
demands it be taken down immediately.
You know, why does it feel so good to see Melazine?
False claims? The dye I advertised is an unprecedented innovation. It produces colors of unmatched radiance.
He seems desperate here.
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither unprecedented nor unmatched. According to the lady who made the report, she saw a woven scroll in Natlan made with a similar dye. Even more miraculous, that substance dates back hundreds of years.
So he wasn't able to make it his own?
How? Creating this dye is the culmination of my entire life's work. You're telling me I'm hundreds of
It
years
seems
too
to be.
late?
Calm down, sir.
Yeah, don't be talking to her like that.
Sorry, it's just I know this product will be a hit. The economic boost to Fontaine will be huge. We just need to advertise it as written. Fontaine's publishing industry is one of the best in the world. All we need to do is publish something in the paper, and all of Teyvat will think it was our invention first.
No, that's not how you do it, man. That sucks.
We don't need to worry about more reports. Fontaine is far more advanced than Natlan. No one will believe such an innovative product could come from a place like that.
That goes against all of Fontaine's advertisement regulations. We can't do that.
Yeah, she's right. She's right.
I give you
it's
a
all
portion
profits
of the
up to him.
profits.
It's all about
All
money.
you have to do is let the advertisement stay.
You're trying to bribe me? Careful. I'm dangerously close to reporting this to Monsieur Novelet.
Oh my god, you'd be done. You'd be done. All he cares about is money.
I knew if I was just allowed to market my product, it would be a hit. A bestseller even. I would be a giant in the printing industry.
Off a lie. Off a lie.
But now, no one will see it as anything more than a poor imitation marketed centuries too late. No matter how good the product actually is, not a single one will sell. I will never accept that someone from this backwoods ignorant nation could come up with that.
Shut your mouth.
Not 200 years before me.
You are showing your ignorance. You are showing your hate-filled ignorance. You were too late. You were 200 years too late. This ignorant, quote-unquote, nation that you call it got there first because they actually care.
Even when the truth is right
That's
in
the
front
thing.
of you.
He wants. It's that the idea of like not accepting the truth, right? Not accepting like information even though it's right in front of you.
Ha! Truth is in the eye of the
No, it is
beholder.
not.
I'm already in the printing industry. I can go into publishing. No
I understand what he's
problem.
saying, like in terms of like manipulating people. It's like if people believe what they want to believe, but the truth is the truth.
All I have to do is destroy this sphere, write a detailed report about my findings, and publish it around the world. Then, the so-called truth becomes your word against mine.
Do you genuinely believe that your word carries more weight than Citlali and the Traveler and Paimon? Do you genuinely believe this?
Once my report is accepted as fact, no one can
Dude,
accuse
you're so
me of
delusional.
making false
You're so
claims.
delusional. Even if you had all these reports and these claims, do you think for a second that we would go to Fontaine and say, yeah, he's lying, that people would not believe us? For a second. We have the best magician on our side. We have the leader of the Spina de Razula on our side. We have the freaking Nouvelette on our side in the sense he would trust our judgment as well. He would take this to trial and you'd be done.
That's awful. What happened to restoring the truth
Paimon,
in
he
history?
sucks. Paimon, he sucks.
That plan hasn't changed. I will continue to spread my truth for all of Teyvat to see.
You talk a big game, but did you forget who you're talking to? Oh my god, what a line for the Traveler.
Ah, you mean a hero of Natlan who's not actually from Natlan? And a great shaman who,
Oh, buddy.
according to rumor,
Buddy.
abandoned her tribe
Buddy.
long ago?
Buddy.
From a practical perspective, there's no reason for either of you to stand against me.
That's the thing. This is so well written because we talked about the story of remembering people and becoming friends and having a reason to be friends with each other. And he's talking about how, like, you know, because you're distant from the Asos situation and you've hid yourself away or you're not from here, you shouldn't care. But again, it just goes, it puts more weight into what the Traveler said earlier, which is the idea that, like, you, even though you're not from these places and even though that these are like fleeting friendships, they're something that means the world to them anyway. Natlan means the world to us. Just because we're not from here doesn't mean we won't stand against you.
Shows what you know.
Exactly, Paimon, exactly.
Since you like rumors so much, have you heard the one about what happens to people
Yes,
who get
yes,
on my
yes,
bad
get him,
side?
get him.
Ah, the wrath of Granny Citlali. Like I said,
He's just so ignorant.
Our interests aren't at odds.
He's legitimately is like so ignorant. He's so delusional. It's like this type of person that has all these facts in their face, but has believed their own lie so much that they can't even like comprehend it, and they think they're so delusional. And again, they're so delusional they think that this is just gonna work. That this would just work no matter what. It is pure delusion, right? It's pure and ignorance. He's ignorant. oh, the people of Natlan couldn't do this. Oh my god, the people of Natlan are every one of them. The meanest and most horrible person in Natlan is worth 10 times you.
I knew from the beginning that you would accept my invitation,
Ollie.
considering Celine was your rival.
Can we grab him and just bring him to our side?
You've lived longer than her, you're far stronger than her, and yet, she has always been more revered than you. Now, that can change.
Again, it's this power-hungry, money-hungry thing, then this perception that he thinks everyone wants.
With the backing of the printing industry, I can take any book and send it to all four corners of Tavad. This part of Natlan's history will be
Shush, you don't know
mine to
what
tell.
you're doing, buddy.
And in my version, I can erase the Battle of 7 Colors. You can be the one to have all the glory.
He is delusional. Absolutely delusional.
That's not real history.
Yes, it's not.
That's a no then? Your history means nothing to me. But it's not allowed to stand in the way of my moral.
Again, money. It doesn't matter. Your ignorance, it has the weight of 10 pounds of gold.
Done running
2,000
your
pounds of
mouth?
gold.
Good. Before handing you over to the tribe, I think I'll have my way with you first.
Yes, teach him a lesson by making stick.
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're
Ollie,
gonna have to
get out of
go
the way.
through me.
Ollie, run, Ollie, run, Ollie.
That's right. I didn't pay all that moral for nothing.
Wait, aren't you subordinates of the captain? Why are you helping someone who wants to erase Natlan's history?
Yeah, the captain would hate that. The captain would hate that.
The captain. You actually bought
Wait, they
that?
don't follow the captain? They're not captain's men? What?
United in the pursuit of Mora, we travel the land to collect debts.
What?
Our loyalty is to Regrator, his interests, and his wealth.
Regrator mention. What? So the Regrator cares about wealth and the interest in his own wealth. That's why they're so power hungry. That's why they joined up with this guy. This whole time they've been the Regrator's men.
Regrator?
Oh my freaking god, another Fatui Harbinger mentioned.
The captain means nothing to
Oh
them.
my
They
god.
serve a different harbinger altogether.
So a more
Regrator.
selfish ideal. Oh my god, my heart is pounding. I love when they mention different harbingers. Oh my god.
This man has the potential to become a giant in the printing
Oh
industry
my
and disrupt Fontaine's
God.
economic system. This aligns with Regrator's
And that's, oh my god, so the Regrator wants money and power. Oh my freaking god. It's such a contrast to what the captain wanted, right? It's such a contrast.
It's all been a lie from the very beginning.
Just one more guy to beat up. Yes. Oh my god, what a
I
reveal.
don't care who you serve. When it comes to punishment, I don't discriminate.
Yes, exactly, Citlali. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Suffer the wrath of Eastling! Shoot by royal decree!
Up to it, Montai!
Such a honestly, it's fantastic, this Citlali thing. Man, the fact that they even mention Regrator. Like I know like it's like they've done that before where they've like casually like dropped oh, this is Grudock. They've casually dropped. What was that? Did you see that?
That's what you get for messing with the hero
Yes!
Batman and Granny Citlali. They could give Regrator a run for his
You tell him,
moral.
Paimon. They've done that before where they've dropped the name of like a harbinger just randomly, right? But like the fact that we're even like it just sends a chill down my spine every time.
When did this person get so strong? Looks like the men following the captain failed to update us on the latest
That's
intelligence.
because they're actually good dudes. They're actually good dudes.
Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth. You're on your own.
Oh, you're on your own now, Grudock. Grudock, you're bad too. You're bad too.
Hey, what about our contract? Your boss signed it himself.
Oh, pull out, EA.
Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman like yourself fell into his trap. That's what makes him the best.
So he must be like signing contracts everywhere. He must be doing business everywhere.
Go home and read the fine print. All I did was trigger the exculpatory clause.
What's the exculpatory clause?
You. The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the cave.
Stop.
Strong enough to destroy this place.
No.
As instructed. Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow at a specific
Wait, do we have to
time.
stop the explosives then?
Shouldn't be too long now.
What? This whole place is gonna collapse?
So, like, again, I love this idea. He's like, yeah, I did what I came here to do. It gives us another indication that, like, yes, he will follow through on his contracts, but he's also someone who can get out of a contract very well, the Regrator.
You were supposed to wait until I made it out. Are you trying to kill me?
That depends on how fast you can run.
Oh my god.
I'm off.
Oh my god, Citlali! So sick.
You think you can just waltz out of here? Traveler, stop them, and then we'll make a break for it.
Can do. I love how she's just so, like, very proactive about violence. I really do. I love it.
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss. Time for the backup
What's
plan.
the backup plan? What is it, buddy? What's your backup plan?
Don't!
He's trying to show the freaking... No! Wait. What happened? What happened?
Where are we? Back in the maze? Our surroundings look different, though.
Yeah.
What did that Fatui guy do?
We need to find Citlali. She's probably somewhere around here, too.
Good point. She'll know how to get out of here. Let's hurry. If we don't make it out before the cave collapses, we might never be able to leave.
Yeah, where could she be?
Let's see. Citlali!
Can't...
Oh, looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do?
What, did we notice something? I saw the special color. It seems to be guiding me.
The special color? The one you saw in that woven scroll?
Wait, is it Citlali? There's no time to think about that. Let's just go. Let's just go.
Lead the way, traveler.
I love how proactive this quest is, and I was just like, let's go. Let's do this, you know? Man, what a freaking, like, way to... And again, I know it's not the Regrator reveal, but the idea that I love the way they name drop Fatui members every now and then. I hope Allier is doing okay. Poor baby.
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly.
Wait, so he triggered the technique of the maze?
Instead of a realm of memory, the subjects in question will be trapped in a temporary space like this. If you cannot escape in time, it's mutually assured destruction. But I can't fault someone for using it as a last resort.
I knew it! Someone of your skill wouldn't leave behind memory fragments just to parrot instructions. You must have the capacity for conscious thought.
I love that she's talking to her like an old rival, right? And it's actually conscious.
I appreciate the compliment. It's been a long time, my friend.
My friend.
This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about to collapse. I know time flows differently in this place, but that still doesn't leave us much time. Can you help me get out?
Oh my god, asking for help as well?
You misunderstand, Citlali. I'm nothing more than a fragment of memory. There's not much I can do.
What do you mean? This space can be manipulated, right? The exit of your maze. I remember its structure. If I create an exit here, I can leave. You just need to tell me how to manipulate this space.
The maze you saw earlier was constructed using the memories of many warriors of Natlan. When people leave deep impressions on each other, their memories form connections.
Yes, and this is what, again, it's like the idea of hiding away from those deep connections, right? She's been doing that for so long.
These connections are particularly strong between comrades in arms.
Right.
That is how I created my maze. The connections between the memories were my needle and thread, and the special color was my fabric. But if that color is crudely combined with an isolated memory, one without connections, you get a place like this. This space is a combination of my color and your memories. There is no way to alter or construct anything within it, because there are no connections at your disposal.
And everything is literally physically disconnected as well, right?
Over 200 years. And not a single lasting
No.
connection. This is my punishment.
We're coming to
huh?
find you. We're coming to find you.
Well, at the very least, you have a connection to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to appear in
We're
this
finding you,
space.
Citlali. We are finding you.
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace. Still, it's a shame you're not around. You said it yourself. A memory fragment can't be used to create the connections I need.
And it sounds like that she saw her as her bothering all the time, but she probably wanted to talk to her all the time as well.
Citlali.
Oh my god.
But now that I have the chance to talk to you again, I need you to give me an answer. Your special technique.
Oh yes, oh
You
yes.
didn't pass it on to your students. You passed it on to the rival you could never beat. Me. What I want to know is...
It passed on to her?
Why?
So you figured it out.
After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told me, I'm certain the
Oh my
technique at the center of all
god.
this is the same one you taught me all those years ago.
And that makes sense why she was so understanding of what that technique was when we were going through the area as well, right? She was able to do it almost instantly. He grabbed that over there, picked that up, right? And she was able to jump onto it as well.
But you never brought up the fact that you used it to win a battle.
So cool.
From your description, it might as well have been a simple color
I need to hear
trick.
the explanation for this.
I'm getting the feeling you always meant for me to come here. But if this is a foreshadowed event, I'm not happy with the narrative setup.
She's like, this isn't exactly what I expected. This is so cool.
Citlali, ever since you learned that technique, you've been able to see a special color, haven't you?
You mean...
That color is the core of the technique. But it isn't my invention. It's something I discovered in the work of our ancestors. More specifically, you could call it the color of memories.
Color of memories.
In truth, passing on the technique is a process of using that color to tint another person's
What?
memories. Yes, the technique has the power to decide victory. But in my opinion, the capacity to add color to someone's memories is where the true value lies.
Didn't they say at the start of this that, like, in the more colors, the more vibrant the memory is, I guess? Right? When it came to the scrolls?
You are fated to live a far longer life than me, Citlali. I couldn't bear the thought of all those years existing as a blank canvas in your memory.
She literally wanted to be remembered?
So I wanted to leave a little color behind.
Oh my god! She wanted to leave a vibrant memory of her behind.
Your color, you mean?
One day,
That is
you too will
amazing.
want to leave behind your color and
Stop.
someone else's memory. When that day comes, you will understand my decision.
What a beautiful sentiment. And especially you know now that, like, someone does care about you. A lot of people care about you. So if you still need time... Oh my god. Oh. Let me choose to remember you first. You know this. You know this, Citlali.
I have to get out of here. That's the only
Oh
way to
my
rescue
God.
them.
The connection, the deep connection we made. Oh, my heart. My heart.
Citlali, what are you...
Wait, what is she doing?
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I will separate this color from my memories by force.
But you could lose a portion of your memories that way.
No, yeah, what?
I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for 200 years. My friends are worth the risk.
Citlali. Holy hell. I have to find her, yes.
Traveler?
Yes, you're not... Yes, we're here.
When you entered the realm of memory I constructed, I used your memories to learn about your recent experiences. I have a feeling you're the one who will be saved this time.
Stop! Oh my god, yes! We remember you!
After 200
Let me remember you
years,
first.
Someone has appeared by your side. The kind of person I could have never anticipated.
I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
The Night Kingdom harbors Natlan's memories, and the Traveler's connection to that realm is incredibly strong. surpassing even the shamans who worship the Lord of the Night.
The way you said you're the one that's gonna be saved this time. The connection we have made surpasses you. Oh my.
This means that, even without your tutelage, he can see the color of memories.
Oh my god.
What did you say?
What? So we're able to get through this?
Although he
That's the
doesn't know how to
guide.
wield it, he unknowingly left behind a trace of color in your memories.
Is that what we saw?
That was enough to guide him to this
What?
space.
What? What?
You now have a connection at your disposal.
We literally were guided by the memory of our time with Citlali.
Well, Citlali, it looks like part of this was
Incredible.
but the rest is a surprise.
Traveler? Traveler!
Oh my god. The fact that we were guided literally by the times that we had with her.
Citlali's voice! She's just up ahead!
And as she said, after 200 years, the blank canvas is finally being like painted on. There's finally some color in it as well.
This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories over the past 200 years are much more
Yes,
than a blank
yes.
canvas.
And this is what I was
Cherish
thinking, the term, because remember we said that, like, she's, Shilonen cares about her, Mawika cares about her, there's so, Auroran cares about her, and it's probably hard to see that because you don't want to get too close to somebody. It hasn't just been a blank canvas.
Ceiling.
Oh my god, we made it. Literally, the experience that we had with her and the memories we had her proved that she does have, look at her face as well, she's adorable. She does have this connection with people. And it saved her this time. Running out of the freaking shadows. We finally found you.
Hold my hand.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Amazing. Incredible stuff.
Did we teleport out?
Allie!
Man, that place was so...
Oh my god, yeah.
Just in time!
I thought we were gonna have to stop the bombs, but no, it just happened. Is she covering up for good?
Wonder what happened to the Fatui guy and the others.
F him.
He was most likely trapped inside that space, just like us.
Jesus.
The external structures supporting that space would have collapsed with the ruin. Unless he managed to escape, he would have been crushed.
Honestly, you make your bed and you sleep in it, right? You dig your grave and you lie in it.
He still preferred that to being caught, huh?
What about the Fontanians? You make your, well, Ali is there.
They were standing a bit further away, right? They probably weren't pulled into the space. Maybe they already made a run for it.
Our sweet boy's over there.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? It's so good to see you're safe.
It's one of Maluson's employees! Quick,
No, he's good. I like him.
Oh, I can explain. I had no idea
No, I
Maru-san
understand.
was such
I understand.
a terrible person. I couldn't stop him from running, so I stayed behind and tried to find people to help rescue you.
Oh my god, no, I trust you so much. You're the new party member.
I'm so glad you managed to get out
Oh
of
my
there.
god, he's a sweetheart.
Either way, the guards will take you back to the tribe. You'll be their problem.
No.
I understand.
No, you didn't know. It's fine. We'll protect you.
Anyway, I'm not here to harp on you. I just need to know one thing. Which way did he run?
He went that way, but I'm not sure if you can catch up.
That way? Unless he suddenly grows a pair of wings, I think we're okay.
Oh, she knows the land.
Traveler, Paimon, come with me.
Okay. Where is he? Don't worry about anything, okay? I'll tell the guys. I'll slip him a bit of cash, okay? Do not worry about a thing.
I'll wait here for the tribal guards. I'm so sorry the ruin
No, you
was
didn't
destroyed.
No, you didn't know. We saw you genuinely cared about the history of this place. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it whatsoever, okay? If the guards give you any trouble, just let me know. I'll sort it out. Yeah, such an incredible scene. The idea of, like, we were able to find Citlali because, like, the faint color of memory of her memory and our connection to her, like, helped us find her. And I love as well Citlali saying, like, the idea, like, hey, like, you see it as a blank canvas, right? But it's not a blank canvas. All these people that have cared about you, the people that you've met along the way, it doesn't mean nothing, you know, and hiding yourself in the world, yes, it's hard, you know, because you don't want to, you know, make connections and then lose people. But these memories that you made are the thing that saved you and the Traveler this time around as well. And the fact that we can see this power of the colors too, it was passed down to her as well because she wanted her memory of her in Citlali's mind to have some color in it. As we know, with the more vibrant the color, the stronger the memory and the stronger the scroll as well. Oh my god. He got trapped.
Hey, it's Elder Tlapo and a group of Victomisaurs. They caught Moluson.
Get him.
Something felt off about him yesterday. So
She's
I
so good.
set a few things in
She's so
motion.
good.
Looks like it's time for that foreshadowing to pay off.
She's so good.
My bank balance. No.
And again, still only cares about money. Still only cares about money now again.
What's wrong with him?
That's one of the tricks Claw uses to scare people. He makes people
Oh my
hallucinate the thing
God.
that scares them most.
He only cares about money and it scares him to lose it.
It's particularly effective on weak-minded people like
I know
him.
that is a weak mindset. Obviously, money makes the world go round and you need money, right? And money would make a lot of people happier, but he's greedy. There's a difference, you know? Some people just want to live and get by and to be comfortable. He's greedy.
Serves him right.
Look at this big boy.
I know. It was a lot to ask, making you come all the way out here during the day.
Was that a declaration? Elder Tlapo didn't appoint us to a whole other task, did he?
Forget about him for now. The Ectomisaurs will make sure Montluçon doesn't escape before the guards arrive. In the meantime, we have unfinished business, remember?
Unfinished business?
Right. The special
You're right.
scroll.
I almost forgot about it.
But the die is buried underneath a bunch of rubble.
Because like
now.
so much was happening.
Don't worry. Witzeline's technique hasn't been lost at all. Come with me. I'll explain everything at my house.
I do love the idea that
And Traveler? Everything you said about memory?
Yeah?
I finally figured
Chills.
out my answer.
That's good. That's good.
I knew you'd want to tag along. Let's go.
So, the idea of the passing down the technique, right? Like, what's so, like, cool about that to me anyway, like, is that she obviously, like, knew that there was this technique, and she knew about these color techniques, right? And we also see that too, and we saw that in this mission, right? Because we were, like, able to, like, get past these color quests, and we did it in secret so no one else could see us do it, right? We were able to pick up these colors and paint the walls and open up doors and all this stuff, and I'm glad that they let us do that puzzle because it showed us that we can do this type of stuff. It's a very... Sorry. No, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Where are you going? No. Oh, you came around town. You come to my house and you're going to run away? Yeah, I'm running away. Like, it's such a cool idea because it kind of, like, is, again, as Citlali said, it's a really cool foreshadowing. But also at the same time, like, she was able to use this color stuff as second nature, and now she realized, okay, maybe this stuff that she taught me before actually was the stuff that happened 200 years ago. So look at these challenges, man. These are all challenges to her. These painted graffiti on the ground. Like the angry face. Very interesting. This is a great quest. This is such a good tribal quest.
Now, when it comes to weaving the scroll itself, you don't actually need to lift a finger. But if we're going to pass on Witzeline's technique, your participation is critical.
What are you saying, Citlali?
Follow me.
Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Look at us going in here with this saurian as well. Oh, man. Look at that.
Whoa, look at this place.
I just got a crazy amount of chills.
Too?
Is that what the heroes is well under too? Did you weave this scroll?
Scrolls? I thought you were going to show me your masterpiece.
Oh, we're gonna see an interaction from them from the past.
That I am, old friend.
Old friend.
The technique I'm about to show you directly relates to woven
And I think
scrolls.
she probably saw it as a rivalry for so long because she does have her guard up all the time, you know?
Fine. What is it? Something that can turn the tide of war or prevent a great disaster? You probably want to challenge me, right? I know you don't have the strength for a real fight, so I'll let you beat me with words.
Old friend,
Okay.
my life is nearing its end. I'm afraid. I don't have time for another match.
And it seems the way Citlali said that as well, she would have loved to have had another match, right? She would have loved to have another fight. Like, yes, she's just like, she doesn't even want to think about the idea of someone passing on, right?
Don't worry. I trust in the belief of our tribe that death is not the end, but the beginning of a new existence in the Night Kingdom, where everything is made of memories.
This was a pivotal moment in Citlali's life. It changed Citlali forever.
So, do you know why our ancestors insisted
That's the one
on
we saw earlier.
using
It's so pretty.
woven scrolls to record our history? Because history is the memory of a people.
It's true. It is true.
We give our scrolls an orange hue, so the dead can still feel the warmth
So
of the
stunning.
setting sun.
What a beautiful sentiment.
We decorate them with kernels of grain fruit, so the dead can still enjoy the abundance of our harvest.
This is incredible, and it gives such like a physical and like tangible like meaning to the, like a real meaning to the colors too.
I know that, but something this important? Why entrust it to me and not one of your students?
As your friend, I admit, I'm being a bit selfish. I don't have long, Citlali. Oh, I'm not sure I can truly explain my decision. But I know you will understand one day.
Oh my god. And she did.
For now, will you accept my final request?
Just this
Even
one.
now, like she's very combative. A very sweet interaction as well. And again, this changed this whole, like this moment, like, you know, she intended to have a different path, right? So she could like, you know, so she could remember it forever, probably so she could like color her own world as well with all the memories of the people she met along the way too. But Citlali, you know, went down kind of a different path where she kind of like shut herself in.
I understand now, Wheat Ceiling. Just like you said I would. Claw, help me move this outside. I'm going to color it.
This is incredible. This is such a fantastic ending to this quest. So amazing.
Traveler, Paimon, come with me.
And it's almost like, yeah, again, it's like this idea of like, it's not just a blank canvas. She's going to add color to her life. And I think that's what her answer was. It's the idea that she wants to like, you know, finally, you know, remember people and get close to people, you know? Are we going to get to see her do it? And that's us as well, by the way, in the picture.
Soaring through the horizons of time.
Is that her voice as well?
I linger between brushes of
It
memory.
must be her. Yes.
Seeking the color of my final journey.
That's so beautiful.
When I get there, may there be feathers to paint the sky, shades of rose.
Again, talking about colors again. Oh my god, it's stunning. It's so gorgeous.
And fields of green to beckon adventurous souls.
This is so
and
sweet.
azure oceans with which to sail into the unknown. And volcanoes too.
Whoa, man.
Where, despite the danger, hidden treasure waits to be found.
Incredible. This music as well.
Graffiti art, of course. Without that color, just imagine the dullness of night.
She's so beautiful as well.
Anything else?
Oh.
In the end, I hope everyone remembers my color too.
Jesus. And that's the woven scroll as well. These colors are gorgeous as well, and that's obviously like the intention with this whole story. But oh my god! Look at her.
In the end, I hope everyone remembers your color too.
Look.
All in all, it was just a technique for coloring a scroll.
The task I'm entrusting to you is much more
This
than
is
that.
so beautiful.
Farewell, my friend.
It's so you can color it the same way she wanted to color her memory as well. The true duty of the appointed. That way, it's not lost to piles of black and white text. Yeah. Showing the true beauty of these colors. So people can fully, like...
I knew you would understand.
And it's like interesting because it's like so people can like fully what? We are like birds soaring to the horizons of time. Like, I think it's like what it's trying to say there is that, like, yes, you can have all these texts and it's gonna be great detail, but the true emotions and the feelings that you left behind for someone can be seen through colors.
This
Stunning.
is the special scroll. How did you know how to weave it, Citlali?
Remember the gift from the spirits?
Hold on. You've lived for more than 200 years. You know how to weave this
Wait.
scroll. That must mean you're the
So
one behind the gifts from the
this shows how much he freaking cares as well, because even in all these all the stuff that was happening here, all this crazy stuff that was happening here of her like cutting herself off from society, she's been giving everyone the gift in the end so they can actually follow through in their traditions.
Oh, well, it's not like I
Amazing.
wanted to interact with the appointed. So whenever I delivered the scroll, I used illusions to confuse them.
So they didn't even remember who gave him the gift, and all this time the spiritual gift was Citlali.
The fact that it turned into some kind of divine intervention is because no one was skilled enough to see through my tricks.
Why not just tell them?
You've carried the duty alone for all these years? Even if you don't like interacting with people, why not teach someone else how to do it?
Traveler, you can see the special color, right?
Yes.
The essence of that color is memory. That means completing the special scroll
It's
is
gorgeous.
a process
It's so
of
pretty.
searching for color within your memories. Passing the technique on to someone means sharing your memories with them. You need to leave traces of your color in their memory, and they must do the same.
And that's how we were able to find you in that moment as well. And that's how you were able still to connect with I can't pronounce the name of her friend. I can't.
Even though I only confirmed that today, I've had suspicions for a long time. And, well, ever since Sweet Ceiling died, I haven't wanted to form that kind of connection with people.
It changed you forever. Not forever, because obviously things are going to change now.
Oh, yeah.
It was her final wish, so I kind of resigned myself to taking on the burden forever. After all, I have all the time in the world.
Jalabo.
But Claw never stopped appointing new candidates to weave the scroll, despite knowing exactly how I felt about the situation.
I didn't take it like that. He never stopped trying to find new friends for you. That's so sweet.
I knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, if I ever did share my memories with someone, I guess that person would be a friend. But it never got to that point.
It did with us. It did with us.
This time, though, you win, Claw.
He picked her. Oh my god, he picked us for a reason. He knew it would work this time. He wanted to find a friend for Citlali and he knew it would work this time. Incredible.
This. I guess it's my response to what you told me the other night.
Yeah? What is this?
What
is it a woven scroll?
If I had to choose my color, it would be the color of this handkerchief.
So purple? Like, is that the color of grain fruits?
Countless people exist in my memories, and I know one day that will be my fate,
Yeah?
too. A memory living on in someone else's head. Since you have a long lifespan, you're the perfect candidate to bear this memory. and carry my color in your mind.
I am so honored. I am so honored. Does this mean I'm officially your friend?
Just keep it safe. And you better not forget my color when I'm gone.
No, I will never. I will never.
Whoa. It's a
This
little
means
early
so
to
much
talk
to
about
me.
Death, don't you think? It's only been a few seconds since we made the friendship official.
True.
Isn't that what friends are for?
I love this so much. This was magnificent.
Okay, this is a serious commitment. Well, Citlali, if the Traveler is going to leave their color in your mind too, it'll probably be gold, right?
Probably.
Actually, their mark is already there. Remember the mind reading effect I couldn't fix? Well, I
Was that a
finally got
connection
to
that
the
we had
bottom
through
of
like
it.
our friendship? Our potential friendship?
Sharing senses allows communication to occur between the consciousness of different people. Naturally, memories are also involved in that process. Although I didn't know it at the time, we both have the ability to see the color of memory, which means that when I shared my senses with you, a connection was created between our memories. And that connection is what caused my original spell to go haywire.
Okay, so we had that connection all the time.
So, you can hear the Traveler's thoughts because you left traces of color in each other's memories?
It's such a beautiful way of putting it.
And that's why the Traveler could hear your thoughts too, because it works both ways, right?
So all this time, like, that's why it went haywire?
Quick thinking, but only those trained in the mystic arts can maintain that level of connection. That's why I can still hear the Traveler's thoughts, but not the other way around.
Because we don't have that training.
There's no need to worry, though. Now that I've figured out how it works, I'll get rid of it in no time.
I don't mind keeping it. It's been a very sweet time. It's been very adorable.
Oh.
I lied. Hearing each other's thoughts actually depends on the strength of the connection
What?
between our memories.
So we can't hear her.
So, after everything we just went through, I bet you can hear me again.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna absolutely die. She wants us to hear this.
I knew it.
She wanted us to hear this. So is there a way to stop it? The fact that we're having this personal connection, this is such a deep connection that we can talk to each other inside our memories as well.
Since the connection between our memories is already there, the only way to get rid of the effect is for one of us to forget about the other.
And that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Just messing with you.
Oh.
I'm a legendary shaman of my tribe.
No.
Now that I know the
Look,
cause, of course I can figure out how to fix it.
Paimon knows something's up when she's like wondering what's happening here. That's such a beautiful thing. The fact that our connection has allowed us to hear each other's memories, our thoughts.
It'll probably take some time though, so bear with me
It's
for
been
now.
so adorable. Paimon's like, what's going on? Why am I left out?
Besides, I'm an open book. It's not like you're gonna hear anything embarrassing.
Look at Paimon.
Oh, unless I've had a few drinks.
So you can't turn out. That's a shame. Oh, so you can't turn out. That's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame.
A shame? I mean, if you ever miss this whole telepathy mess, I could always share my senses with
This
you
means
again.
everything to me.
No promises, though. Some thoughts are better kept
True.
to yourself.
True. Yeah, Paimon, it's a whole thing. This was amazing. Holy hell. So the idea, we have to wait till the next day. The idea is that the reason we were able to hear each other's thoughts there, or she was able to hear my thoughts, is because we had this connection with each other. And as the connection deeper throughout this mission, I could start to hear her thoughts and her memories again and have a connection to her memories again. And she knew this, so she talked to us through her memories also. And it's very clear that also the idea of painting the color of someone's memories, right, is to add some color to it, to add some vibrancy to it. At least that's what my perception of it is anyway. It's this idea that you can have all the detailed writing in the world, but like to see those colors and what they meant to somebody and everyone's specific color that means something to them. It's something that you leave behind in someone's memory. And in this case, it even helped us find her and save her in this sense too. Like it's such a beautiful idea and such a beautiful sentiment. And in the end, it led to her, I think her making that scroll, and we're going to talk about this more at the end, I suppose, as well, but her, finally coloring that scroll that she clearly wove about the final battle that we had there with Mawika, was her accepting those memories she had with people, that life she had with people, and coloring that world she had with people, the color of gold that she painted on us, the color for Mawika as well, the color on that whole picture. It is her accepting that, yes, there are people that care about her and those connections that she can make, and her life isn't just a blank canvas. And she can finally do this and feel good about this too. Which means the absolute world to me. The absolute world to me that she's able to do this. This was this is, to me, I would say to me, this is like a top 5 story quest. If you can count this as a story quest, I know it's a tribal quest, but I kind of count them in the same way. So incredible. And so beautiful as well, the connection that they made with each other in the end between the Wanderer and Wanderer and Citlali making that connection to me. Oh, it's down here? Oh, down below. Yes. That connection that they made with each other to me is so important, just because not only is it like this friendship that they have with each other, but it's also like a way for Citlali to move forward and make more memories of people, and that hurt that she felt 200 years ago can now be seen as a joyous occasion of the memory and the color that she still has of her friend, right? Truly. I usually do this talk at the end, but it is pretty much the end anyway, so we can probably just like talk a little bit at the end, I guess, and then end it at the end. But it's such a beautiful sentiment to me. It really is. Beat him, here you go. What an amazing quest.
Ah, you did it?
Look at it, it's so pretty.
Your investigation into the Battle of 7 Colors must have been fruitful indeed. I do hope you share what you learned.
Wow, the scroll is finished already.
Yep, she was good. And the fact that, yes, Citlali was giving that gift all this time shows that she did care, but she just didn't want the hurt of knowing people that she cared.
Elder Talapo's wisdom is never
Or people knowing
wrong.
that she cared.
Yeah, we should explain. Take it away, Traveler.
We have to keep her contributions a secret, okay.
I see.
You don't look surprised at all.
It makes perfect sense. History is the memory of a people. If we want to depict it, a dye derived from people's memories is, of course, the best choice.
Yeah, it's their color. It's the color that is personal to them.
Now, it's just a matter of preserving this secret technique. From your description, it sounds like learning the technique requires the previous holder to share their memories.
Well, yeah.
So that's why it was passed on to us as well.
In that case, I must work with our priests to reinvent the technique based on the principles you described. After all, memories are precious things.
Yes.
Meant to be shared with those closest to us. I cannot take that choice away from you, Traveler. You completed your task admirably. Finding a way to carry on that legacy is now our duty.
All right, we'll leave that to you.
Oh, and please pass along my thanks to
She
Granny
deserves all the
Citlali.
praise in the world.
We interrogated the Fontanian merchant she apprehended, and it turns out he's the reason some among our tribe started to question
he sowed the
our
seeds of
history.
doubt.
He hired people to spread misinformation about the Battle of 7 Colors. The recent friction within the tribe is entirely his doing.
So it wasn't even a natural, because it happens, and it wasn't even a natural bickering. It was actually like targeted.
We now have a record of his crimes, and will begin working with Fontaine authorities in a few days.
We can work with Sumeru authorities too. I can get Saito down here.
So he was behind the controversy in the first place. Guess it's easier to investigate when people are already questioning something. Anyway, that clears it up. People don't just question their history out of nowhere.
Wait, see, my thought process was it is a natural thing that happens with history, or people will debate history. But I guess, like, you know, the idea of like all of a sudden, I guess the tradition just like happening. I didn't realize it was like that. Yeah.
Until we meet again.
Yeah. So it wasn't. Oh, it's so freaking pretty. Look at this. And the gold, again, painting an our color weave through this as well. It's so freaking pretty. But yeah, like that makes perfect sense now, because again, I didn't realize it happened all of a sudden. I thought it happened naturally, but I guess it happened all of a sudden that people were questioning this. Oh, Citlali.
You told him everything,
Apart from your
right?
contributions.
Yep, we left out the part about your contribution. But it kinda seemed like Chief Biram saw through
probably.
us.
You could have just said it was a gift from the spirits.
Yeah, but Chief Biram deserved something in return for his hard work.
I guess he is different from the previous chiefs. But if he figures out it was me all these years, I'm in for a world of trouble.
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, it's the other Fontanian researcher. He wasn't taken
He better
away
not have
with his
been.
boss?
Please, call me Allier. After questioning, the tribe absolved me of any serious wrongdoing.
Yep,
So,
he's coming
here
with
I
us
am.
forever.
I'll be heading back to Fontaine soon. No employer means no funding, after
Need a bit of
all.
cash?
But I wanted to finish my investigation first. I'd like to ask some questions about Citlali. I want people outside of Natland to hear her story. But my
He
understanding
cares
still
so
has
much
some
about
holes.
this.
Questions? Why should I let
I trust this guy,
Outlander tell our
Citlali. I do
stories?
trust this guy.
Don't misunderstand. I have no intention of twisting your history or using it to make a profit.
Yes.
It's just honest
He
curiosity.
just cares.
I assure you. I believe amazing stories deserve to be shared with the world. Culture thrives through dialogue and exchange.
Yes. He has a point.
All right, you can ask your questions, but be quick. I have important plans after this.
Important plans?
Again.
Oh, thank you very much.
yay. And now she's opening up about that history as well. For someone who deserves it, Ali conducts a thorough interview. Only even sees Lolly when he finally runs out of patience.
Another day, another drained social battery.
Relatable. We probably get going then.
Uh-huh. Hold on. You owe me a pair of
we can talk to
books.
Yai.
Oh, that! When it comes to light novels, your memory is like a steel trap.
Books that will take some time to find.
You're telling me. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. You might need to go to Yai Publishing
We were
House
literally
in
best friends
person.
with the owner.
But I don't need them right away. Just don't
We
forget,
won't.
okay?
We won't. We won't.
Of course! We'll get them sent to you as soon as we can!
Sent to me? Nuh-uh. I don't want a stranger
What?
knocking on my door when I'm hungover. Here, just take this.
Now, guys, that is a connection. A spare key.
And this
A spare
is...
key.
The key to my house. Don't bother knocking next time. You'll disturb
I have
my
chills.
sleep.
That is trust beyond compare. That is trust and love beyond compare. Absolutely trust and love beyond compare. We have to check so much stuff about our inventory now. We have to check so much stuff that we just got. So, does this add to our Pilgrim's Chronicle? Oh, see, I hope that my colors may abide in your memory always. So we have this. The key was given to you by Citlali so that you won't wake me up by beating on the door while I'm drunk. You carefully place it alongside your handkerchief she gave you. After all, you feel like so many keys in the past. So this one needs to have a special mark to stand out. I wish I got to read the handkerchief before it became the handkerchief though. But like still, I guess like it is like a special thing. It's her color and basically the key to her life. It is her saying that you can come by any time. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about knocking. That's what it says to me. That is so beautiful. What else did we get in this one? We got the the scroll, wasn't it? Did I miss out on that? Or did it just obtain? Did it maybe morphed it together in some way? Bathhouse VIP pass. Okay, look, it's fine. That's really cool. To me, that key is a symbol of like, hey, not only have I like opened myself up, but like you are my guy. You are the guy I trust the most. You can come by whenever you want. The handkerchief is like, remember my color. The key is, remember how much I trust you. Remember how much we are close now. It is such an amazing symbol for someone who hides himself away to give you a key to open up the door, both physically and symbolically. It is a key to me. Is there a waypoint down here, or is that down below? To me, that screams. To me, that screams the idea of like she has closed herself off from the world for 200 years because of the loss of her friend. And it wasn't until this mission that she truly was able to truly start appreciating us and life, and appreciating her friends, and appreciating those people that care about her. Because that's what her friend was saying as well. Like, your life wasn't a blank canvas. There's people that care about you. I mean, like, when I look at it, I know that Shilonen cared about her. I know for a fact that Auroran cares about her. But sometimes it's hard to open yourself up to that fact, you know? It's sometimes hard to open yourself up. And the idea that she gave us as a key is literally her saying that I am open to you. I am open to you. You can open this door at any time. It takes a lot of trust to give someone a spare key to your house. It takes a lot of trust. And then the color is a representation of, like, do not forget my color and who I am, and keep that memory with you at always. Just like she's going to remember our color as well. The idea of, like, history is the memory of the people. And coloring it in the color that represents that person, or different things like we saw with the sunset, or the grain fruits, or the harvest. Like, all of this stuff can be really, like, beautifully, like, told through people's memories. But also it creates a connection between people too, because that's what helped us save Citlali in the end, was the idea that we were able to see her connection with us, represented in a color right in front of us too. And that connection that we had together led us back together before she had, you know, erased part of her memory. For 200 years, she's been kind of like shut in. She's kind of been like, you know, and she's gained this reputation for someone that doesn't like to talk to people. But it's very clear that she's just very hurt at the idea that she doesn't want to be hurt again, which is so normal. It's such a normal, I like that type of reaction. I get it. I think not that I felt it before, but it is like you hear her talking when you're like, yeah, that's totally understandable that you would not want to get close to somebody again, just in case that they leave you in time too, right? But that memory, looking back on it, you know, finding out that she was actually given the special power of that color by her, we'll do this some other time, guys. I'll be back in a second. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing a world quest right now, guys. I'm sorry, we're not. Yeah, but I love that they told a story of history and connection through colors. And they even like showed a character that like two different outsiders that cared. One that cared only about, that cared about the history of this place and learning about the history of this place and getting closer to learning about the history of this place, compared to a outsider who only cared about money and greed, which is the opposite of the history that you want to make with people. He wanted the history to be lies. He wanted history to be not to be true, to make his own history that benefited him. When in reality, you have to remember people for what the colors that they were, and remember history for what it was. And the idea of like being able to, I guess like they also proved the idea of the maze true as well, which is also like really cool too. I love the fact that that Talapo in the end was just trying to find Citlali a friend, and when he saw us coming along, he was like, yes. He was like, perfect. I finally found the person that will be friends with Citlali and make her feel that connection. And in the end, it did. It opened herself up, because again, I think what we said to her was such an important thing as well. It was such an amazingly important thing, which is, Citlali, take your time and let us care about you for now. And I think that's what probably made the connection grow deeper, because even if she didn't want to, she left in kind of like a bit of a drunken huff. She definitely wanted that connection with us. She wanted to feel that connection with us, and she does feel that connection with us now. And I think it's going to also open herself up to everybody else, you know? She's probably going to be able to like have more conversations with people, but still, I love that they keep her character intact at the end. She's still talking about her social battery. She's going home, but she still only trusts a few people, which it makes sense. She's not just going to all like right away be like, okay, time to make more friends, you know? But she's happy with the connection she made with us, and she's happy that she remembers a friend in an even better way, not just as a rival who, like, you know, she was frustrated with, but someone who passed on something to her so she could have her own memories and paint her own canvas and have those connections with people as well, and also remember her, which again, it can be seen as like I think it's like, I want you to be remembered, right? Some people can see that as selfish. I think it's just natural. And in this way, if you have the power to do that, that's incredible. And the idea of all this time that, like, the people trained by Hutzlin were like not the ones that got the power. It was the people that were tormented, but it was the person that tormented her trainees in Citlali. It's such a beautiful story, such a beautiful sentiment. I think it's such a powerful story as well. The idea of someone that was shut in for so long, finally finding that connection with someone, painting the world in a different color, using the traditions of this place too, to actually like show how they like, you know, how we remember history, but also like how we can actually like remember people as well. And I think that's such a fantastic thing that they did here as well. Such a beautiful story. Such a beautiful, beautiful story. I loved it. Citlali is such an amazing character. There's so many amazing moments in this quest, and so many little tiny like like eye movements and like facial expressions that means so freaking much. I love Paimon constantly looking at the two of us like, oh, they have a connection now. They have a very deep connection. There's a love here. There's a happiness here. There's someone that she can finally relate to and have conversations with, someone who like will not pass away, you know, at that Descender stuff too. But it's all incredible to me. Guys, that's going to do it for this episode. We have one more episode left in the catch-up series. That's tomorrow. And it will be the final episode of the catch-up series. And then we're going to be back. We're going to be in modern times, the modern patch, and we're going to be playing lots of stuff with all of you guys going in the next while. We're going to be taking our time with everything, by the way, as well. We're not going to rush to do everything in the current patch. It'll be over the course of a couple of weeks. But now, I want to say thank you so much to the Never Can Repay the Baby Gangsters tier on Patreon. The people that support me and the patrons that support me and you guys for watching. This was an incredible story. Thank you so much to Tyfara2, JB Bull, Janet Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish and Nusta, Deathtrap, Lynx Markey, Assassin, Colorbow, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, Leon, High Casparian, and Jared Beanham. And guys, listen right now. Let's do the thing. A non-violent do the thing for the course of friendship. Wait, no, that's not Citlali. Citlali's about the course of violence. Yeah. Perfect.